day in the office. I've been warming up, so approach with caution. Yeah, up the heat, no cold feet, I'm locked in. Go against me, you might need a coffin. Where's the competition? Cause I don't see none. Matter of fact, there'll be none, so y'all can run the rerun. Show you how to work, I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground, I had to rise from out the dirt.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it. Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it.
I know what I'm doing, I'm clean when I'm moving. And I've been on the wave, so you know that I'm fluid. When it comes to the team, I divide even. Eyes open, the mind dreaming, I'm still scheming. I see trophies in the future, maybe even sooner, so I'm moving like a rumor. Showing how to work, I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground, I had to rise from out the dirt.
Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it. Watch this, I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'ma rise, and then salute it.
What is going on, folks? It is Mother's Day. Indeed. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that celebrate this day. For everybody that doesn't, it is Sunday. And of course, that means that over here at the Native Tribe House, it is a strawberry Sunday. Indeed. Look, I am your host. They call me Native. Welcome to the Native Tribe Show. As always, at the beginning of this thing, I have some kind of technical glitch that makes me question humanity and everything that's going on around me. I don't know why this happens at the beginning of my Sunday show, but it does. So let me fix this really, really quickly. And as I am doing that, how is everybody doing on this Sunday? Hopefully, everybody is having a good one. I'm talking and fixing at the same time. What is everybody doing today? What is everybody having for Sunday dinner? Are you celebrating Mother's Day? Are you not? Rest in peace to the mothers out there that aren't able to be celebrated. Hopefully, those memories will carry you through. I know everybody has a different emotional tied to this day sometimes, and I know it can be difficult. I understand that. Mothers, grandmothers, everybody, we all have our way of getting through it. But hopefully today, if you are here with me, and you are, hopefully today we can get through it together, no matter what it is. Okay, all right. So as I am getting this together over on my end, hold on. Let me just see what else is going on. I'm telling y'all, I have everything set up, and then all of a sudden, and this happens almost every Sunday. Like it's so weird. I have everything set up, and then all of a sudden, stuff just goes awry. So hold on. Let me see. That's the fun of doing live things, right? All right. So while I'm waiting on things to reboot, let me see who is here with us today. I got Bella in the house. Says Happy Mother's Day. Hello, Bella. How are you? GC is in the building. Says hi, Native Tribe and Sexy Smoky. Hello, hello, hello. Justin's mom is also in the building. Says good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Well, hello, Justin's mom. How are you? Hope you are doing well. My hero, the only black but not bitter, is in the house. Hello, the only black but not bitter. How are you? Hopefully everything is going well with you. Ms. Nisi's in the house. Says good afternoon, Native Tribe and the awesome Mods. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Ms. Nisi. Hope you are doing well. Nola Brown is in the house. Says Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Hello, Nola Brown. Thank you so much for being here. Myretta is in the house. Hello, my sister Myretta. Says Happy Mother's Day. How are you? Diva Shawnee is in the house. Says, hey, Native Tribe and Mods. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. P.S. My freeloading has started again. I guess I'm not cured, but hell, today is Mother's Day. I can have a cheat day, right? I would say yes to that. That you can indeed have a cheat day, But hold on, y'all. But just be kind of, there we go. Hold on. Trying to fix stuff. Just be mindful of the people that you're freeloading on. Okay, that's what I would say to that. Okay, all right. Can you do that, Diva Shawnee? Can you do that? I hope you can. JMM55 is in the building. Says Happy Mother's Day. Have Happy Mother's Day to you too. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is in the house. Says Happy Mother's Day, Queens. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Sonia's Boots says hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Sonia's Boots. How are you? Hopefully, you are doing well. Y'all give me one quick second. Let me see if I can get this to pop on real quick, and then we will be underway. I appreciate your patience. Hold on. Let's see. Did indeed work? Okay, so now let me go back over here and come back to hold on. Okay. Well, anyway, should be fixed. Okay, now Muffin 218 is in the building, says hello, tribe. Hello, Muffin 218. How are you? Tanya B here, indeed be here. How are you doing, Tanya B here? Sassy Sue is in the building. Pretty Frugal Diva is also joining us on this Sunday. Sherry with a Y is here. Pretty Frugal Diva says, I am finally on time. Happy Mother's Day. Well, happy Mother's Day to you too. Pretty Frugal Diva, you are always on time because you're always present. Sammy Cake is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. CW is in the building. Says, happy Sunday, everyone. Hello, CW. How are you? Beauty is her name is in the house. Says hello, native in chat. Hello, Beauty is her name. How are you? Mixtress Monica is joining us on this Sunday. Hello, Mixtress Monica. How are you? Obsessed with the mess also in the house. Tracy is also in the house. Hello, Tracy. How are you? V the one is in the building. Let's see. Salt and Pepper Tresses is in the house. Says good morning, all. Hello, Salt and Pepper Tresses. How are you? Tam Tam in the building with flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries is joining us. My friend says, hey, Native in Tribe, if you all are not subscribed or gone over to the Legacy Moon channel, I don't know what the problem is, but you really should because she's doing some good stuff with some interrogations and some true crimes and mysteries and cop cams. The cop cams are hilarious. Go check out my friend Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries whenever you can. Be the One says, Happy Mother's Day. Hello, hello, hello. Be the One, how are you? Say Jay says, hey, y'all, hit that like button on your way in, please. And thank you. I appreciate that, Say Jay. Thank you so much. Ms. Mad About Music says, hello, Native and Tribe family. Happy Sunday, Mother's Day. Just stopping in for a few. Well, make yourself comfortable, Ms. Mad About Music. I appreciate you. Blue Sapphire in the building says, hi, Native. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Summer's Child says, happy Mother's Day to all the tribal mommies. Hey, Native, missed being here. Glad that you are here, Summer's Child. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Marina B is here with flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Reefs and Muff's mom is in the house. Happy Mother's Day to you. Says happy Mother's Day Sunday, Native Mods and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Miss Kim is in the building. Says, hey, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Happy Mother's Day to all moms. Going to hang out with my mom. Enjoy your mother, Miss Kim. Make some memories. Take some pictures. Okay. Say Jay say I'm chilling. Told my son not to worry. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Have a good chill Sunday. I enjoy chilled out Sundays. I really do. Miss HLS is in the house with flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. The only black but not bitter says, happy Mother's Day to all of the moms, even those who don't have children of their own. Prayers to those whose moms have passed on. I echo that sentiment. The only black but not bitter. Indeed. Bridget Girl in the house says, happy Sunday, Native. Hello, Bridget Girl. How are you? Sonia's Boots says, sad day for me. Had fresh fruit for dinner. Fresh fruit for dinner. What, fresh fruit for like, was it in the form of a pie or a cake? I mean, what fresh? You just ate strawberries and shit? I don't understand, Sonia's Boots. I don't understand what's going on with the fresh fruit for dinner. Explain why that's happening, okay? Look, I got Shark Tank Life in the house with flames in the chat. B. Ann is in the building, says happy Mother's Day to all the mommies, god mommies, auntie mommies, stepmoms, Big sis moms, stepped up moms, grandmas. Absolutely. I think you covered everything, BN. I think that's everything. Science Boo says mom gone for 2 years. Yeah, that's where it's tough, right? That is where it is tough. But Science Boots, I hope you get through it. We're here for you. However, we can be here for you. Okay. Because I know that it can be sad on a Mother's Day when you have lost your mom. So we're here for you, Science Boots. We really are. Obsessed with the mess is in the building. Says the Sunday glitch is Shirley saying keep her name out of this. I don't know what it is. It's just like, let me tell you, obsessed with the mess. Everything is set up. When I go to sit down to actually start the show, everything is set up. When I hit go live, everything is set up. And as soon as the intro plays, stuff just happens. It happens every single Sunday. I don't know why. TD Will is in the house. Hello, TD Will. How are you? Well, if it isn't the one and only Dimples Wimples. Dimples Wimples, of course, is a part of that notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Thank you so much for being here, Dimples Wimples, and for everything that you and the other ladies do behind the scenes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. West Side Story is here and says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, West Side Story. How are you? We Gotsa is in the building with flames in the chat. How are you, We Gotsa? Hopefully everything is going well for you. Pen Pal 50 in the building says, happy Mother's Day, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Mad About Music is Mad About Music says, my son is fixing me ribs, rice, and broccoli. Okay. All right. Well, you sit back and enjoy. Sit back and enjoy. Kind and Fun is in the building. Says, hi, Native and Tribe. Hello, Kind and Fun. How are you? I'll Do It On Monday is in the building. Says, happy Sunday and Mother's Day. Hello, hello, hello. We got Dimples Wimples says I'll be in the bushes listening, driving back home from NOLA. Look, Dimples Wimples, drive safely. Okay, drive safely. Do not let the heat, okay, do not let the heat dry out the po' boys that you are sneaking back from New Orleans. Okay, I look. I already know you got them in the trunk. All right, just make sure that they don't get too hot and dried out. Okay, because you don't leave New Orleans without sneaking po' boys back, or at least I don't. Okay, all right. Drive safely, Dimples Wimples. West Side Story says, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and to be and was. Indeed. Facts to Feathers in the house says, hey, all. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. So B. Ann says, simple dinner today, smothered potatoes, green beans, and that sounds good. Fried chicken. You got me at fried chicken, B. Ann. You got me at fried chicken. I ain't gonna lie. I love fried chicken. Yes, indeed. Diva Shawnee says, I'm going to a Mother's Day barbecue and I'm bringing fried chicken. I want to go take my camera. I did a photo shoot at a Mother's Day thing a couple of years ago. That was pretty fun. I didn't have the cameras that I have now, so I would really like to go out and do that again, but I didn't get invited this year, so there's that. William Pryor is in the building. Says, hey, Native, hello, hello, hello. Pen Pal 50 in the house says, me and my mom are on our way to see Sinners. Oh, great. Listen, y'all, I put off the Sinners review for another week so I want to make sure everybody get a chance to go see it. Even though it's been out for a few weeks now, I want to make sure everybody. So this week coming, we should be doing our Sinners review. So you enjoy that movie with your mom, okay? Tisha says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Tisha. How are you? G Creates is in the house. Says, happy Mother's Day. Hello, hello, hello. Natasha Razor Glam is in the building. Says, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Natasha Razor Glam. How are you? Hope you are doing good. Number 12 online says, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Well, hello, hello, hello. Jay Blake is in the house. Says, hey, Native and Chat. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you are doing well. X2 Complicated says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Jackson Tabasco, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Jackson Tabasco, of course, is a part of our Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Nouveau Richie says, hello, Native and the Tribe. I'm with Sonya. We riding in trailer, snacking and crackling for Mother's Day because we hot friends. Okay, Nouveau Richie, you enjoy that, okay? But listen, Nouveau Richie, when all those snacks start to come out the other side of her, and all that gas starts to form in that RV, and you got to pull over because there's a bathroom in the RV and she's using that bathroom, and then that smell from both the gas and the bathroom start. Don't complain to us, Nouveau Richie, okay? Because that's what you chose to do today, okay? All right. I don't want to hear no complaints. None. All right. Um, let's see. We got Cross Country Cruiser is also in the house. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says, hey everybody, and happy Mother's Day, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Salado is in the house. Says happy Sunday native and happy Mother's Day to the tribe. Well, hello to you too, Salado. Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Beauty is her name is in the house. I got Sweet Peasy in the building. Says Native Tribe and all the amazing mothers. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Miss CJ Harmony is in the house. Says hello, tribe, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Well, hello, Miss CJ Harmony. How are you? Jay Blake said this is my first Mother's Day without my mom. Jay Blake, we will help you get through that. I know this can be a tough time. Um, it can be a tough time for a lot of different reasons for a lot of different people. But Jay Blake, this being the first one, I understand completely. So we are here for you. Let us know what we can do. Okay. Irie Vibes is in the building, sending loving thoughts to all who are missing their mom, who is in heaven, as is mine. Indeed, indeed. But we'll stand in love. We'll stand in love together. Okay. Uh, Veteran Broad says, hey, Native, sorry I'm late. You are not late. You are present. Thank you so much for being here. Lady 747 is in the building. Tisha K in the house says, hey, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Ms. HLS, did I speak to you? If not, hello, hello, hello. Ella B is in the house. Hello, Ella B. How are you? Hopefully, you are doing well on this Sunday. Myretta says, praying with all of us who have lost our mothers. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Ella B said it was a totally normal day until you showed up on my YouTube feed and I grinned. I love your humor, and that awesome voice of yours. Well, thank you so much, Ella B. I do appreciate your kind words, and it's still a pretty normal day. Okay, it is. It is. It's just Strawberry Sunday, where we talk about Shirley Strawberry's incarcerated ex-husband over here at the Native Tribe Channel. That's it. That's it. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty normal, pretty normal. But thank you so much for your kind words. I do appreciate that, Ella B. I really, really do. Kim F is in the building. Says happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. Yes, indeed. Justin's mom says my son is taking me to dinner tomorrow since my father is grilling today. Y'all got all kind of good food happening. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I'm eating the spaghetti leftovers that I made the other day. Okay, y'all got all kind of good stuff going on. All right, now Okay. Now that I will hit the doorbell. I will. If I need to find somebody that's celebrating Mother's Day, somebody that's grilling, that's having a barbecue, all right, and then and I pull up and I see the barbecue smoke coming from the back from the grill, okay, and it smelled good. You got the whole neighborhood smelling up, okay. Don't be surprised if Native pull up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all be showing out with some of this food. Y'all be showing out. Y'all do. Veteran Broad said, hey, Native, sorry I'm late. Love you here in Connecticut. The rain finally stopped. I'm glad the rain finally stopped. It looks a little overcast though out here in Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think. I always try to figure out, have I been to Connecticut before? I think I have. I've been to Maine, so I guess if I've been to Maine, I had to have been to Connecticut, I guess. Yeah, I think I have. But Veteran Broad, I appreciate the love. I really, really do. Dimples Wimples said, I already ate my po' boys. You ain't bring one back? You not bringing one back, Dimples Wimples? It's law. You have to bring one back. It's law. Kim F says, I took my mom out to breakfast. That is dope. I hope you had a good breakfast. My. Let's see. Shark Tank Life say headed to the baseball field to watch my son. Mother's Day tradition. Awesome. Awesome. It's good to have those really cool traditions. Never had anything like that. Coffee's Brewing says, hey, hey, hey. Hello, Coffee is Brewing. How are you? Diva Shawnee said I saw Sinners on Thursday. It was awesomeness. Cool. Cool. Legacy Moon says y'all natives still won't take me to see Sinners. It's because I don't know where she lives. Okay. All right. But can we be clear about this? It's because I don't know where Legacy Moon lives. Okay. I have no idea where she lives. She's completely anonymous, and I don't know where she lives. So that there's that. And then I don't even know where in the world like the movie theater. So I got to find her, then find out where the movie theater is. There's a lot that goes into it. Okay, that she's not saying. Okay, there's a whole other side of the story. All right. JMM55 says looking forward to that Sinners review. Oh, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Yep. Um, the only black but not bitter says I saw Sinners yesterday and listened to all of Karen Hunter's commentary. Mind blown. I'm telling you, this movie is a conversation. It's a whole conversation. It really is. Let's see. Mimi is in the building. Hello, Mimi. How are you? Hope you are doing well today. I got let's see. Who else is in the building? Is everybody accounted for? I think everybody is accounted for, I believe. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. CW. Oh, look at this. Happy to be happy is in the building. Says happiest Mother's Day, everyone. Hello, happy to be happy. How are you? All right. Siamon one says hello, tribe. Happy Mother's Day to all. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Chocolate Drop is in the house. Says hello, native in chat. Happy Sunday and Mother's Day. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Mhm. Oh, well, if it isn't Ms. Riri 60 and Fabulous says happy Mother's Day to all the queens in this chat. I second that emotion. Nikki G is in the building, says happy hello tribe from the clouds. Hello, Nikki G. How are you? Shady is in the building, says sup native and tribe. How are you? Rainbow is in the house. Says happy Sunday, everyone. I will be listening in the bushes. No problem. Okay. All right. Let me see. I think everybody is here and accounted for. I don't think I've missed anybody. Oh, here comes Salt and Pepper Tresses. I ain't gonna lie. If there is somebody that's gonna get pulled up on for some dinner, it's Salt and Pepper Tresses. She says, now listen, y'all. She do this every Sunday. Every Sunday, I gotta sit and ponder and be distracted by what Salt and Pepper Tresses got on the menu. Okay. Today's menu: crawfish and sausage fettuccine, lobster, steamed broccoli, and garlic bread. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not. No, no, you ain't finna keep doing this, salt and pepper tresses. You just not finna keep doing this. We that sound good. I don't know. Miss Kim said, "What day is the center's discussion?" It'll be this week. I got to figure out when. Maybe by Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe. Yeah. Um. All right. Jeanette Toy is in the building. Says, "Happy Mother's Day to you all." Hey, Native. Hello, Jeanette Toy. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Sharonda Blackman is in the house. Says, "Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies." Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. It looks like everybody is accounted for. So check this out, y'all. We are going to go back, all right, way back. I know there was a call that dropped, but that call we've already been over before. No new news in that one. Okay. So what I wanted to do was I kind of wanted to go back about. I wanted to do an actual Shirley Strawberry call today since it is Strawberry Sunday, and I wanted to go back to this call where Shirley says she hopes Steve Harvey doesn't ask about Ernesto. And I kind of wanted to explore the idea of being ashamed of your mate, right? Being with somebody who you are not necessarily excited to talk about with other people. You hope people don't ask about them, that whole thing. Hey, that girl, how are you? Talks with TK has also made it into the building, and so has Busy B. Busy B says hello, everyone, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Hello, hello, hello. Um, what? Mimi said you need a bust the door down sound for that menu. I know. I'm not gonna bust the door down, Mimi. I'm gonna pull up salt and pepper trusses, and I'm gonna bring the doorbell like a gentleman. Okay, and I'm gonna wait for someone to answer the door. Now, I really am not going to be there for a lot of small talk. I will say that, but I will patiently wait for someone to open the door. Okay, once I'm in there, I'm expecting a plate. I don't mind fixing my own plate, not a problem. But I will wait for someone to open the door. Mimi. I will. I ain't trying to replace nobody's door. Okay, that's a lot sometimes. Look, Lovejoy in the building says Happy Mother's Day to all that celebrate this day in the bushes running errands. No problem, Lovejoy. Thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate you. All right. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be looking at Ernesto and Shirley. Okay. Um and we're going to be listening to how she hopes that Steve Harvey don't ask about her husband, okay? All right. Kingdom of Kush in the building. Hello, sir. Says happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Um, yeah, so let's get into this. All right. Let's get into this. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Oh shoot. Hold on, y'all. More technical stuff happening. Hold on. Hold on. This one should be easy to fix though. Let me make sure. Let's put this on this side. And I think that fixed it. And that did indeed fix it. All right, let's close this panel and let's make this full screen so that way it can be seen. And Salt and Pepper Trust says, Native, did you feel the earthquake? Maybe if I had been awake. I was knocked out because the night before I stayed up till damn near 4 o'clock in the morning hanging out with Legacy Moon after dark. I was so tired, I ain't feel nothing. Okay. I didn't feel anything. I woke up and I looked on Facebook and people was talking about it on Facebook and I just took their word for it that there was an earthquake, but I didn't feel a damn thing because I was knocked out. Okay. Ms. Kim said, I've been there before. I made my ex a senior director when he didn't have credentials, skill set, or ambition. Miss Kim, you a good one. You are a good one. You are indeed. My God. My God. Mm. Mimi said, I felt that dang earthquake. I didn't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. William Pryor says, not the kitchen. Jesus. They didn't live there. Yeah, well, here, not just the kitchen, okay? Not just the kitchen, but ain't nothing in it. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Miss Mad About Music said, I heard there was an earthquake in ATL. I did too. Shit, I was asleep. Look, Miss Mad About Music, you heard about it? I heard about it. I gather that it was a real thing because everybody was talking about it. I woke up. They said it happened like I think at 9 in the morning. I didn't wake up until about 11:30. So I don't know. I guess the only black man I better said there was an earthquake. Yeah, it was an earthquake. Apparently, the earthquake happened in Tennessee, but it was felt all the way here. So, like I said, heard about it. Everybody was talking about it. Your boy Native was knocked out. Okay, knocked all the way out. Tanya B here said that juice is supposed to be refrigerated. Yeah, so is the water. Okay. So is the water. Have you ever seen an occupied kitchen that looks like this? Like if we look at this, just the sink area, right? Have you ever seen a house that people lived in that this sink part looks like this? I haven't. I haven't. It looks undecorated. This whole room looks undecorated. There is nothing there. There's a suit jacket over there in that corner, and that's it. And so it looks really weird that there's nothing in here. It really does. Mimi said it was really in Tennessee, but we felt it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Yep. That's what I heard. Facts to Feather said, yes, I felt it here in North Carolina. Wow. Sharonda Blackman said, I heard about it too, but I was in South Georgia picking my son up from college. Yeah, CJ said the house looks uninhabited. It does. It does. Miss Mad About Music said, "Good, you missed it, Native." Look, anything that have like y'all don't understand. When we do those after darks, I be tired, like I mean tired. So, because I've had a more than likely a full day before the live, and then we do the live, and then we're on, and then we're off, and then by the time we get off, man, I was knocked out. I was knocked out. Shark Tank lifestyle. I wish my lived in house looked this tidy. Right, exactly. Exactly. Um, Janetta says the kitchen looks out of date. I thought they spent 60K on the kitchen. I don't know. What do we actually believe, Janetta? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we actually what when you dealing with people that lie as much as Nesto lie and as much as Sonya lie? What do we actually know? As a matter of fact, you know what, Janetta?
Nesto be lying.
That boy be lying so much that we don't know what's real, what ain't real. That Nesto be lying. Okay, Nesto be lying. Mimi said that house is a model home. Those are refreshments that the realtor left. So it would seem. It seems like Nesto does drink coffee, so that probably is his coffee cup. And it just don't look like anything's been cooked in that oven. It don't look like food's ever been on it. I mean, it just looks too perfect. You're right. It does look like that. Busy Bee said, "Why that juice on the counter? Who knows? Probably because the refrigerator ain't turned on. Okay, probably because the refrigerator ain't turned on. That's probably why." Um, yeah, CJ said, "Who's to say it's even their house?" Right? Exactly. Exactly. Lady 747 said his wardrobe changes in the corner. Exactly. Exactly. It looks too set up. Okay. It looks too set up. Yeah, Nesto be lying. Y'all ain't know? Dimples Wumple says Shirley don't cook no food. Sure don't. But something would have happened in here. I mean, something. Something would have happened in here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In case y'all didn't know. In case y'all didn't know.
Nesto be lying.
Nesto be lying. And we just I just want to just point that out. Who knows what the hell is real because Nesto be lying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let us get into this call. All right. And then we can go on about our Sunday. Okay. All right. Let's listen. We're gonna listen to him give us his philosophy of life real quick. Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody. I just want to get ready to wash my hands here, get myself prepared for this new year. So I wash my hand with the ones who sitting around here playing last year. Didn't know how to get to the money. The ally didn't know how to get to the money. But I'm gonna wash my hands so I can wash them away from me so I can move forward. So I can show them how to really get this money this year. I'm gonna show them how to get it. But see, here's the thing, a lot of people don't have confidence in themselves. I got confidence in myself.
I got confidence in myself. A lot of people don't have confidence in themselves. I got confidence in myself. A lot of people don't have confidence in myself. A lot of people wash their hand with soap. I don't wash my hand with soap. See, a lot of people put soap in their hand and they wash their hands, and their hands is washed and they clean. I don't put soap on my hands. I just put it in the water. See, a lot of people got confidence that they wash their hand clean. I don't wash my hand clean because I'm dirty. I'm nasty. You see what I'm saying? They call me nasty because see a lot of people they not nasty like me. That's why I would just wash my hand with the water. I don't put no soap on my hand. I don't put my soap on my hand with the water. I wash my hand with the water, Ms. HLS. Sharonda Blackman said you can hear the echo from an empty room. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wash my hand. I see all these, they don't know how to get to the money. They don't know how to get to the money. And here's the thing. I want you to think about, he has said this in several of his videos, right? Right? He said this in several of his videos. Hold on. Dimples Wumple said, just like he didn't use soap on his hands, soap didn't touch these dillies as well, right? When he pulled them X toys, right? Nasty, because he don't use soap. Because it ain't a coincidence. Soap is obviously available. Okay. Now, his barber wasn't available because his head looks a mess. Okay. But soap is right there on the counter, Nesto. Why you ain't get to the soap like you trying to get to the money? I'm just asking a question. That's all. That's all. Okay. Now, here's the thing I want you to pay attention to. The way that we speak often is not it's not random. We speak in patterns, and a lot of times the way that we think is also attributed to our vocabulary and the way we express ourselves, right? Nesto isn't saying, I'm going to show you how to make money, right? Or how to earn money. Nesto is saying, I'm going to show you how to get to the money. Now, you might think I'm grasping at straws, but for a career criminal, they don't make money. They don't earn money. They find money. They get to the money. So what he's saying is, I'm going to show you how to get to the money. It's a big difference, right? It's a big difference from somebody who is a earner, somebody that gets out and hustles and actually, can take $1 and flip it to 3 versus somebody who takes things. See, getting to money could be getting into someone's bank account or getting them to give you something that you're not going to give back, theft by deception. So he is not speaking randomly when he says get to the money. Okay? That's not just a random phrase. He's actually giving you an insight to the way that he thinks about money and thinks about how to get money. It is to get to it and not to earn it and not to make it. Okay? So I think that that's a very important distinction that about the way Nesto speaks. Nesto speaks and he basically gives you the insight to the way that his psyche works. So very important that you listen to what he's saying. I'm gonna show you how to get to the money. They don't know how to get to the money. I'm gonna show you how to get to the money. My Reddit says his conversations alone would have had me running. Indeed. Salt and Pepper Trusted says no soap, no paper towel holder, no paper towel, no 10 good players, no brains, none of that. And on top of all of that, Salt and Pepper Trusses. Nesto be lying. He do. So let's listen to a little bit more. Okay.
I'm going to believe in myself. I believe in God. I'm going to do what I got to do. See, the ones who sit around here and talk about one thing for sure. Oh, this is what I got. I got bills to pay. And you got bills to pay, but you got to understand how to get to the money so you can pay your bills. So guess what? If you're like me, you understand? Wash your hands. Wash the old people away from you. Because guess what? You keep them around, they're going to stay, what? Stagnated. And you're going to stay stagnated too.
I wanted to bring you these calls from October to help finish the story about the truck. The last calls we heard with Shirley and Ernesto were from November, and Dion and Shirley had just picked up the truck from an auction in South Carolina. In a previous jail call from Part 5, you heard Shirley Strawberry talk about going to her boss Steve Harvey's house. In that call, Shirley talked about how she noticed Steve was winded while going up a flight of stairs. The call you're about to hear was made before Shirley went to his house. You will hear Shirley and Ernesto talk about how Shirley is going to Steve's and how she hopes Steve doesn't ask about Ernesto while she's there. You will also hear Ernesto tell Shirley the truck is paid for and can't be taken to auction. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hi, babe.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. What you doing?
I was asleep. Yeah. So you only have $3 left.
Huh? Huh?
I see you only have $3 left on your account.
Oh, okay. What's Tosh number? So I can make sure I keep up with everybody before I get started.
Let me see real quick. It is, shoot. I'll give it to you. It's, hold on. I forgot about that part. Hello?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm here.
shoot. Okay. Okay. Her number is,
Okay. I got it. Okay, so how you feeling?
I feel fine. I
Okay,
was a
so
little, huh?
you're what?
I said I was a little sore today, my legs, but, I still went and walked. I'm okay.
Are they tightening up? That means your legs must be tightening up. Your booty tighten up, everything tighten up very well.
It's going to take a while.
No, nigga, is your booty tightening up? I mean, like, honestly, I don't think Ernesto is in a position at the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility to ask anybody about booties being tight. Now, y'all correct me, okay? And I know it's a Sunday, all right? And I'm sorry if I'm a little mannish today, okay? I'm sorry. But if anybody booty should be tightened up. Now, Chocolate Drop, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But if anybody should be talking about booties getting tightened, just Gab, I'm serious right now. It's a serious moment right now, okay? If anybody's booty should be tightening, it should be Ernesto Williams, because you don't want shit to happen to your booty while you up in the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Bian? Am I wrong? Okay? Rat say you right. Okay, I thought it was. Okay, all right. Is your booty tightened up? Booty tightened up. What the hell kind of question is that? Kingdom of Kush says booty talk in jail is suspect behavior. Exactly. There's certain things that you don't do in the jail. Kingdom of Kush. Okay. You don't walk around singing Jodeci while you in jail. You see what I'm saying? You ain't walking around singing Lenny Williams because I love you. You know what I mean? There's just certain words that don't come out your mouth. Booty tightening up. You just don't do it. Just saying. Seems like an odd thing to say. Okay. Seemed like an odd thing to say. All right. Chocolate Drop said, not at all, sir. He shouldn't even stand up where he's at. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Paradise in Mexico says, good morning, Native, and happy Mother's Day, Tribe Moms. Good morning to you, Paradise in Mexico. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm just saying, it's an odd question. Is your booty tighten up? And see, Shirley should be more quick-witted. Shirley should have been like, nah, nigga, it's your booty tightened up. What's happening with you? You knocking them heads off too? You do what them players do? You fucking in cell block too? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she could have pulled a whole juvenile on him. But yeah, I'm just saying. Shay B says, Shirley sounds like a virgin. She do, don't she? She do. My God. She do. She really do. She don't sound like a married woman. She sounds very inexperienced. She does. She really does. D-Dub says he was on a recorded line talking about his wife booty body. Where did they do that at? Well, D-Dub, he was on a recorded line talking about Sonya body. Where they do that at? Like, not even a recorded line. Who talks about Sonya's body at all? Who is sitting up there talking about her blueberries and them leaky titties? Who does that, D-Dub? It's all on recorded lines. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But let's listen, y'all. Let's listen.
Why for that, but I'm getting there.
Okay, that's good, and that's good. Okay, so
Hmm.
yeah, it's right at. I call you 3 times, so it's $8 a call. So I think you put
Yeah,
$20.
it's $3 left. She told me you got $3 left.
Okay. Yeah. So how you feeling mentally with all your drama you got going on?
What drama?
With me, your husband.
Oh, that drama. Well, I'm okay. I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
glad when you get out. I'm okay. I'm
Oh,
hanging
okay.
in there.
You
I'm
hanging in there?
hanging in. Yeah.
Do you be feeling sad, or you just be going on with your day? Because I don't want you feeling sad. I want you to go on with your day.
Yeah, I go on with my day. I mean, it bothers me sometimes, but I'm not worried because there's nothing I could do about it. So I just trust God. I just give it to Him because nothing I can do. So
Right.
it's no need of worrying.
Right. Ain't nothing you can do. No, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't. Yep. But yeah, he picked us all. He know what he doing with all us. And I did figure out why you say I'm blessed, because I ain't sick. I ain't got illness. For my age, my body's still kind of decent to be an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got something to look at. You ain't thrown me away yet. So, yeah. Most women don't want an old looking man. They don't tell them that, but some people it doesn't matter. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you groom yourself, you look fine. I mean, I'm older than you are. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, but you still look good though. Trust me. You don't know how proud I am of you. You don't look nothing like your age. There's some guys in here 75 broke down.
Here's what I wanted you all to think about and ponder, okay? And this is why we all know that Ernesto is a liar. But let me just explain to you why this part is important to me. It is because the other day we listened to a call where Ernesto said that it was no big loss because of how old Shirley was. Now, in 2022, we are listening to him say on this recorded line, D Dub, all right, that, oh, you look good for your age. I'm so proud of you. You still look good. But then turn around and tell Sonia Waller Durham Jackson III that it's no big deal because she's so old and it ain't no sweat off my back that she's walking away. It's not a big deal, right? Legacy Moon said, I thought he needed a kidney. He probably do. He probably do. Can't keep getting punched in your kidneys, Legacy Moon, and they remain relevant, okay? But think about it, y'all. Hey Siri Colette, happy Mother's Day to you. It's no big deal in 2025. All right? No big deal. All right? In 2025, ain't no big deal. But in 2022, oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, you look so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you. Oh, you look good for your age. And you just, keep it up. You're doing amazing. You know. He's disgusting, y'all. He is a disgusting human being. He really, really is. And this is just an example. Just an example of Nesto be lying, y'all. Nesto be lying. And it's rather disgusting the way that he lies. Chocolate Drop said looks are deceiving. She doesn't look broke down, but she is broke down and broke thanks to you. Yeah. What they say, Chocolate Drop, I don't look like what I've been through. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of good looking people out here with broken hearts. Okay. There's a lot of good looking people out here that are hurting, that are in pain, that you can't see. They don't look like what they've been through, but they've been through a lot. And there are people like Ernesto who take people through a lot of different things, a lot of different changes, and people go through a lot in the name of love. People go through a lot in the name of acceptance, you know? So people go through. So no, Shirley Strawberry might not look like she's going through a lot, But like you said, chocolate drop looks can be deceiving. Let's listen to some more.
75
Wow.
in jail. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
Mhm.
a rude awakening for me. But I don't want to be. I don't want to look.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, I'm very proud of you. So, like I say, you don't look nothing like your age. I forget your age sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest. I'm pretty sure you do, too.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, this pain sometimes reminds me, but I'm okay.
What pain? In
I'm
your
okay.
leg? Still in your leg?
Yeah, my knee and my hip, my groin area where the pain was. It's inflammation. So tomorrow we're going over Steve's house in the morning. So he has these natural pills that he's going to give me that I'm going to take. He said it gets rid of inflammation. So I'm going to see.
Okay, you gonna pull up like royalty over his motherfucking house. You gonna pull up, you gonna stunt like a stunner.
We're going to work. We got to work.
I know that, but I'm saying at least you ain't putting up in no patrol car.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
You driving over there yourself?
Yeah. No, I don't have a driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Monica's gonna be over there too?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Mm.
Okay.
Gary went in the wagon.
Why he went and got one? 'Cause you got one?
No, he didn't know I had one. He knows
Oh.
I've had one before, but he didn't know. And 28.
Did y'all hear the excitement for Gary? If y'all didn't hear the excitement for Gary, let me rewind it so y'all can hear how excited he was. Monica gonna be there? Yeah, she gonna be there. But Gary got a G-Wagon? Gary got a G-Wagon because you got one? Gary got a G-Wagon because that's what Gary money would allow him to buy, sir. Gary got a G-Wagon because Gary wants a G-Wagon. They don't got nothing to do with Shirley. And why in the hell are you this excited to hear about Gary's G-Wagon? Listen, y'all, I'm not making this up. Okay? I'm not. I'm really not. He gets excited. He gets excited. All right? Okay. Gets excited. Listen.
That I'm going to take. He said it gets rid of inflammation, so I'm going to see.
Okay, you gonna pull up like royalty over his motherfucking house. You gonna pull up, you gonna stunt like a stunner.
We're going to work. We got to work.
I know that, but I'm saying at least you ain't putting up in no patrol car.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
You driving over there yourself?
Yeah. No, I don't have a driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Monica's gonna be over there too?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Mm.
Okay.
Gary went in the wagon.
Why he went and got one? 'Cause you got one?
No, he didn't know I had one. He knows
Oh.
I've had one before, but he didn't know. And 28 days, I got to take the car in for service.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So where should I take it?
You take it to the Mercedes-Benz place. That's the best one.
Okay.
But what you can do is you can call them, and they'll bring the car to you. They'll bring a car to you. If you go ahead
Yeah, I
on.
might do it.
Yeah, you'll bring you another car. If I might be out by then, but they'll bring you a car like that.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so, because I hate going for.
Do you know how broke down you would be waiting on Nesto to come and get out of jail to take you somewhere to get something done? Shirley, you better be done did all this shit by yourself.
Service and all of that. Okay.
Yeah, so you can call them and they'll bring you a car, a loaner car, but you got to get on that right away.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What do we have? What are we gonna do about the house? About a house?
I'm gonna deal with that when I get out, because I don't want to talk on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah. But all that's coming.
Got.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about that. God already done told me what to do. He advised me. Just hold tight, get through this little small journey right here, and I'll be all right.
So, y'all think God told him what to do? I mean, I'm just asking. Like, I'm not in nobody's head. I ain't nobody pastor. I'm nobody's reverend. I ain't even a deacon, okay? But do y'all really think, if we look at the evidence, okay? If we look at the evidence, this is October of 2022. He said, now this is where I think I gotta play the song. I gotta play the song.
be playing.
All right, and here's why I say I got to play the song right then, because I think Nesto lying on God, because why in October of 2022, he said God told him what to do about a house, right? This is the all-knowing God, right? Omnipresent God, right? Knows everything in advance. Like, we're not talking about like us, where life is literally unfolding in front of us second by second, right? Like, we are stunned when things happen. We're talking about a God who is infinite, all-knowing, omnipresent, right? He's saying that God told him what to do about, he said God gave it to him in October of 2022. If we are now in May of 2025, right? And not just in May, y'all, we are almost halfway through May, because next month is June. As of May of 2025, what happened to that plan? I'm very, very curious to what the answer is. When he says that he talked to God, and God told him, hey, Shirley's divorced finally. God told him that he had a plan. He gave him a plan. How bold are you to tell a lie on the God that you worship? Because I'm just saying, y'all, as of right now, it appears to be a lie. We're in May of 2025. What was God's plan? What did God, quote unquote, tell you? He spoke to you in jail. Now, is that possible? Yes. Does it happen to people? Sure. I believe that it happened to Malcolm X. All right, not the way that the movie portrayed it, but if you read the autobiography of Malcolm X, I believe it happened in another way. But does it happen? Sure. Can people change and reform in jail? Absolutely. Do I think that Nesto is using this as a way to butter up to Shirley? I do. And I think that religious manipulation is one of the slimiest things that a person can do to another person, right? If there is a woman that you want to get next to and you just pretend like you know the word, I think you are a very slimy individual. If there is something that you're trying to get done and you use the name of God in order to get favor with somebody, you're a slimy individual. Period. There's nothing slimier than using religion because of the implications and the way people have grown up in religions and in the church, and they have these things that are their principles and are their foundations. These are the foundations of their beliefs, and what you are doing, Ernesto Williams, they say you're nasty. What you are doing is you are using a fake relationship with a God that you obviously don't believe in. And I say obviously based on his crimes, okay? I- You obviously don't believe in the same God that Shirley Strawberry believes in, but yet you are using a fake relationship with that God in order to get close to her and in order to gain favor with her. That shit is slimy as hell. That is slimy as hell. Okay. Hey, Linda, how are you doing? Hey, Delicate Dale, happy Mother's Day to you. Hope you are doing well. Um, New Star 1971 says wild evil work. It is. It is. Talks with TK said God told him he will be housed. What God didn't tell him was it would be in prison. Well, talks with TK, that's pretty low. Salado says he constantly lies to her to keep her out the loop and then sprinkles God on it because he knows that's her language. Exactly. And that's exactly why it's slimy. That's exactly why it's slimy. Azure says God told him you will be baptized and is. Absolutely. Anissa Ali, how are you? Anissa Ali says, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Myretta says Nesto doesn't know God. How did God talk to him? And that's the thing, right? Shirley had to tell him on the other call, don't forget to say, whenever you say your prayer, make sure you say in Jesus' name at the end. But yet, He knows God well enough that God has a personal conversation with him. I'm just saying. TD617 says, "Hey y'all, hello, hello, hello. My Ty is in the building. Hello, my Ty. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you." Janetta says, "I wonder if he spoke about God before he got locked up." It doesn't sound like it. It just doesn't. I mean, not in a real way. Not in a real way. You know. I don't think so. Hey Jane, how are you? Miss Kim says her faith is real and important to her. Nesto was just playing around. Exactly, and that's the thing about it. That is the thing about it. Azure says his God is of mockery, foolery, and confusion. I don't know who he is talking to. I don't know either, and I don't even think there is a conversation. Honestly, I don't. I think it's all a lie. Salt and Pepper Trusted says he talked to the Poseidon since he's always talking about water. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very, very, very good point. Azure says Job is sick of them too. Absolutely. X2 Complicated says you are the children of your father who have been lying since the beginning of time. His native language, he knows no truth. John 8:44. Absolutely. Salado says, and don't forget Psalms with a P. She was constantly schooling him. So how deep could you possibly be with God? I'm just saying. Tanya B here says Legacy Moon said he's 200 years old and he should know how to pray. You would think, right? Chocolate Drop said he doesn't even know how to pray. Hmm. Dr. Charles says Shirley had to tell him to always capitalize the G when you spell the word God. So listen, everything that you all are saying, every comment that I just read is snapshot of who Ernesto Williams is, right? Not just when it comes to religion, because everything that you're saying is that how do you not know these things if you are indeed who you say you are? How do you not know how to pray? How do you not know how to capitalize the G in God? How do you not know that Psalm starts with a P, right? All of these things contribute to clues as to Nesto does not know religion, right? But we can also say the same thing about the way he conducts business and the way that he's a quote unquote business person. There's a lot of things when you listen to him speak that he doesn't understand about basic business principles, right? So Ernesto doesn't go into things fully knowledgeable. Now, I say that just so I can say that that's the reason why he needs an Erica King. He needs Erica King Hewley Rothschild with him because she does do her deep dive studies into how to. This woman pretended to be a lawyer in one cases. You don't do that by halfway knowing shit. You do that because you did study and you did research and you figured out how to speak to the court. You figured out how to present evidence. You figured out how to get the full persona. See, Ernesto doesn't do all of that. Ernesto is surface level with everything. He's going to say that he has all these businesses and all this business acumen, but when it all comes out, it's all bits and pieces and fragments, and he doesn't understand certain things. So he needs an Erica King. He needs that accomplice with him, mainly a woman, in order to be able to pull off these schemes. So I think that when we ask the question, how does anybody fall for this illiterate, barely able to speak man, right? This man is barely able to form words, but people fall for his bullshit, and it's because he has people with him that legitimize the things that he doesn't know about or the things that he says, right? So that's the whole thing. That's how the whole operation works. That's why it's a RICO. Because he wasn't doing all this by himself, because he doesn't have the ability to do all these things by himself. Okay. So Lex Rich says, remember he said he read remember he said he read Hercules in the Bible. He is a tender swindler and he plays on able women by any means, religion included. Yes, he absolutely does. Keisha Marie said he was gone all the time to commit crime and get away from her talking about God all the time. He's lower than low. Absolutely. Hey, Ms. Red, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jane says, still amazed that Erica was able to do that. Well, I mean, you know what? It's not out of the realm of possibility. You know what I mean? If you ever watch that movie, Catch Me If You Can, right? This dude was in there, like, literally, like, becoming a Pan Am airline pilot. You know, there are certain people that just have certain skill sets. And if they use those skill sets legitimately, they could be amazing. They could be billionaires. But they use their skill set to commit crimes. And I think Erica King is one of those people that if she actually would have used her skills and her abilities in a legit way, she probably would be a literal millionaire, if not billionaire, with that. Some people are blessed with that. And it's not necessarily the skill, it's how you use the skill. How do you use your talents? You know what I mean? That's what determines the pathway for a lot of people in their life. So it's possible. It is possible, indeed. Ms. MJ said Erica has a college degree. She's a very smart. Anybody roll into a courtroom after stealing an actual identity of a real attorney to represent the co-defendant, that's purely diabolical. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Obviously, like we can't take anything away from Erica's intelligence, right? We can definitely take something away from Ernesto's intelligence, but we cannot deny the intelligence of Erica King. We cannot. She is brilliant. She's brilliant. Just wish that she would use it for some good. We need brilliant people right now. You know, we need the brilliant. We need brilliant people right now. When you look at who's running the country and the way it's being run, we need as many brilliant people as possible. We just do. Talks with TK said that's the Rico of it all, Sonya. Exactly. Exactly. Azure says I didn't realize adults don't pronounce words until I met the Three Stooges season 3. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Dr. Charles says in one of his interviews, Charleston White said that Erica did all the talking and Nesto sat quietly in the corner dressed like a professional. That's the con. That's the con. Dr. Charles. That's why this man, and if you think about it, Dr. Charles, think about what he told what he told Dion when Dion said that you need to work on your speech and how you talk. He said, I didn't get this far not knowing how to talk. What he really was trying to say was, I don't have to talk in order to get far. I don't have to say anything because, like you said, Dr. Charles, when Charleston White said was that Nesto didn't say much because he's always had a mouthpiece. Why do you think that he talks about the way Sonya talks? What excites him about Sonya, besides the fact that she looks like a little boy, what excites him about Sonya is the fact that Sonya just talks and talks and talks and talks. He doesn't have to say anything, just like who? Erica. His vision for Sonya getting out initially was this is somebody that will talk and talk and talk and talk. And if I just give her the right little bits of information, she can talk me into some more cons, some more schemes. She's willing to do that because she's willing to do anything for me because Ernesto knows that Sonya is a pick me. He knows it, Dr. Charles. He knows it. He knows that all he got to do is give her a little bit of information. She gonna run with it. She obviously don't mind lying, right? She obviously doesn't mind doing whatever it takes to please him, to make him happy. And that's all he really knows. Deanne said Nesto knows his weaknesses. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. Dr. Charles says Nesto knew that Erica was brilliant, which is the reason he attached himself to her. Right. And she was a talker, which is why he attached himself to Sonya, because Sonya won't shut the fuck up. Now, Dr. Charles, Sonya not shutting the fuck up is backfiring like a motherfucker on this dude, right? It is backfiring like hell for this dude right now because she won't shut the fuck up, right? A lady 747 said that's why he always wants someone to talk to his attorneys. Correct, because he knows he can't talk. Thessie Jules says Erica might be book smart, but didn't have enough common sense to not choose a lawyer from another part of the country. She entered the same courthouse of the actual lawyer. Right, Thessie Jules. Let me tell you, look, you can be brilliant, but when you start committing crimes, you part of your common sense has to shut off, right? And I think that if we had to point out a flaw with Erica, that's what it was. Common sense would have told you there's a lot of different things, like when she didn't change her name on the Zoom call, When like you said, going into the same courthouse, it doesn't make any sense to us because we're looking at it from we don't do that type of shit type perspective. But when you look at it from somebody who is actually committing these crimes, you would think that that would be a thing that they think about. But sometimes they're so into the role and so into what they're doing, they forget the little shit. And it's the details that are killers. The details kill them. Absolutely. Every single time. New Star at 71 says Erica's so smart she attached herself to a dummy. You know what? It's funny you say that because she's smart. She attached herself to Nesto. I think that greed might have something to do with it. We can get away with this. All you got to do is see. It's the all you got to do that gets people sometimes. All you got to do, fill in the blank. All you got to do is see. I'm gonna do this, and all you got to do is fill in the blank, and then we gonna have us some money. She obviously respected Ernesto because of the way that on that video when she said, "My OG call, I gotta come." She obviously had respect for this man. Now, what that's about, I have no idea. No freaking clue what that's about. But obviously she did. Hey, Petty Patty, how are you? Azura says, meanwhile, Erica's chilling at home starting another hustle. Right. Because look, she was smart enough to know. She was smart enough to know that she was not fucking with Will Wooten. She was not fucking with Nesto. It was not worth her life. Unlike Sonya, who thinks that it is. Dr. Charles says, Native, you make a good point. Do you think that is why he always chose women like Shirley and Ebony because they spoke well? Absolutely. I think Ernesto, because of his lack of education, had a certain admiration for women who could speak, right? Women who could use their voices, because remember, Dr. Charles, he said, "Oh, Shirley's voice calms me down. Your voice calms me down." He told that to Shirley. I think that maybe possibly his mother did not speak very well. Maybe his mother was not very articulate. Maybe his mother made him feel uncomfortable by the way she spoke. So I think that hearing women speak, even if it's somebody as delusional as Sonya, is a comfort place for him. I really do think that that's what that is. So yes, I think so. Now, different capacities, right? Shirley's not bold and going to go out there and cuss nobody out and do all this other crazy shit that Sonya's doing, right? So I think that there are certain levels to the way that he looks at it. And I think that Shirley was good for the radio thing. And then I think that he thought maybe she would speak to the lawyers in a certain way and she wouldn't. So therefore, here comes Sonya. Here comes Sonya. Her mouth is ferocious. She got the most ferocious mouth, whatever the fuck that means. But I think so, Dr. Charles. I really do. I really do. Azure said, child, hyenas raised Nesto. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not arguing with that at all. Hey, Casino Lady, how you doing? Let's listen to some more.
Yep.
Okay.
I done figured out what we're going to do. And then on top of
I'm not worried.
Oh.
I'm not worried. It's just a question. No, it's just a question. Yeah. It's just a question.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
I think when they when they call, I think I have to no, I think she told me what to do as far as putting more money down, so you can have money for phone calls.
Yeah, I just call you anyway on this because I can't call nobody else. It ain't like the other thing where I was, where you put money on the books and you can take the money off the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't call anyone else?
No, you can't. No, you can't on this. Not on this. Where I'm at now. It's just one way.
Oh.
Yeah, like I call you and talk to you. That's it. So I can't. But I do have a link to put money on my books, and it's faster here than that.
Let me just say this, Ms. Mad About Music. Baffling, she's not worried. It's my belief that faith and discernment go hand in hand. Okay. So you can have faith that God is going to protect you, right? But you cannot just walk across a street without looking both ways, right? So the faith part is that God's going to protect me. But the discernment is that, is it safe to cross the street? I think what Shirley was trying to do was have this really blind faith. I'm across this street. I'm not going to worry about it. We going to figure it out, without actually looking to see, like, first of all, what is he charged with? Second of all, what is the evidence? Why are these people telling me that I don't know who I'm married to? Well, let me look into this discernment, right? Let me look into this to make sure that the person that I'm putting my faith in, Ernesto Williams, they say he nasty. Let me make sure that I'm putting my faith into the right place. Or should I look both ways before I cross this street? So it is baffling, Ms. Bad About Music. But when you have faith without discernment, you're liable to get hit by a truck. And that truck was Nesto. Let's listen.
At other place that we was in. So it's more white folk stuff.
Yeah.
But I get a
Yeah, I
free
would
call.
enjoy that.
Yeah, I get a free call tomorrow, every Monday for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
nice.
every Monday for 5 minutes. So they make time. Then they're supposed to put me. Hopefully, I get in the honor dome sometime this week. So that'll
You
be
get a
cool.
what?
They'll
You
send me
get a
to the
what?
honor dome. They'll
What's
put me
that?
where the old folks at. They'll put me down where the old folks at because I ain't got no TV, and they give us iPads that I can email you from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I could be emailing you, chatting you from the email.
Well, I hope you don't be down in there long enough to be doing all of that, but okay.
I know that. I ain't finna be that long. I'm really think I got about another week or a week and a half. I should be going to court, and hopefully everything lines up pretty well. So I got faith,
Yeah.
and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let that truck sit about another week. I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't to be calling BC about that truck thing because ain't nothing he can really do unless you was there and all that, and he already got too much on his plate as it is when it comes. I probably have to get another lawyer or whatever. That's easy. So, and then the truck been paid for, so they can't auction it off like she saying she can auction it off like that.
Yeah.
And then,
It's a ploy to get me down there, too.
yeah, that's all it is. So I just need to get on out and I can have my own business. And the auction out, they have to pay the people. They have to pay the bank off, whoever they auction off.
Mm.
So they can't auction nothing off if it wasn't in a criminal, and I wasn't doing nothing in that truck. So that's bullshit.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried
Yeah.
about that part. That what God told me to say. Don't worry about nothing like that. So I ain't gonna worry about it. And they got all my bills, paperwork, all that, and the checks and all that. They got to refund all that back.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you could get it back.
yeah, I can get all that
Mm-hmm.
back. So I ain't worried about none of that. Just continue on. Thank God for each and every day, and make sure your health good, make sure your mental good. Yeah, and keep you less stressed. So that made me feel good that you can go to your boss man house in style. Yeah. Yeah, that made me feel
Yeah,
good.
I hope you don't ask no questions.
Well, what question like what? Where I'm at?
Yeah.
You just tell him what it is. Hey, he ain't gonna answer all that. And if you do, just say, shit, you know what it is. You know what I married.
You know what I married is what Shirley Strawberry is supposed to respond to Steve Harvey, her boss. You know what I married. How does Steve Harvey know what she married? I'm just curious because I'm not saying that he introduced him, but I think it's a curious thing to say. Don't y'all think that's a very curious thing to say for somebody who allegedly doesn't know Ernesto, never hung out with Ernesto, didn't introduce them, didn't put them together, right? Right. We've had this discussion before about what Steve Harvey knew or did not know about Ernesto Williams. So why would Ernesto say to Shirley that if Steve Harvey asks where he is, that Shirley would respond with, "You know what I married." I'm asking a real question because you know Ernesto is saying to Shirley that Steve knows that he's a criminal. Steve knows that he's bound to go to jail. Steve knows all of this. So it shouldn't be a shock and surprise to Steve Harvey that he's in jail. And Steve was, and I guess Steve was supposed to say, well, yeah, you right. Shirley, this your man. Your man in jail, Shirley. Now look here, Shirley. Now you must not be a good woman because a good man ain't gonna want to go to jail, Shirley. Is that what Steve was supposed to say? Like, what is Steve's response supposed to be to you know what I married? What does Steve know about him? Now Sonya B says, now you know Steve didn't run a background check on this fool. So Sonya B, if that's the case, here's the thing. Either he knew something or he didn't, right? Because why, if the relationship that they have, because Steve Harvey, out of his own mouth, said on the radio, we are a family. Sonya B, if you ran a background check on Nesto, you gonna let your family marry this man? I'm just serious question. I'm just asking. Because if I have somebody that I consider to be family and I did run a background check on them and it came back with 19 cycles and it came back with all these things, would you or would you not have another conversation with them before giving her away on your radio show? Because whether it's fair or it's unfair, the backlash is going to come on Steve Harvey. And it's going to come on Steve Harvey because it happened on his show where he is in control. See, the Steve Harvey show, even though it's owned by iHeartRadio, the Steve Harvey Morning Show has his name on it, and therefore he is in control of that content. So if you ran a background check on this guy, Ernesto Williams, and it came back with everything that we know about Ernesto Williams and probably some things that we don't know, would you allow your family to then be proposed to on your radio show and then you be all in the pictures giving her away at the wedding? It is a legit question because to me, I would not. But that's just native. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah, y'all tell me what you think. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery says Steve is a doofus anyway. So yeah, he is. He is. Say that's why having Shirley empathetically saying Steve didn't introduce them was always suspect to me. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tyrone, the only Tyrone Biggums is in the house. Ladies, beware. Okay. Ms. D is in the house and says, Happy Mother's Day. Hello, hello, hello. Shirley, Miss Kim says Shirley was too lax in the beginning. I would have been all in the case, asking the lawyer for all the documents and charges. She could have walked a lot sooner. Ms. Kim, I think, again, I think that the faith overtook the discernment. Instead of the discernment and the faith being equally yoked, I guess. Instead of her thinking about it like I'm gonna have faith, but I'm also going to watch my ass. I'm also going to double check and look at. I think it was just faith. Like I'm just gonna have faith. You know, whatever he says is true. The people are after him. They're haters. They're jealous. I think that overtook her whole way of thinking when it came to Ernesto. I really, really do. But you're right. That definitely should have been done. Lady Janice says, I take that with a grain of salt. What I've learned about Nesto is most people he claim he knows on an intimate level, they only know him very minimally. Yeah, but Lady Janice, Shirley also knows Steve. That's the difference in this instance, is that they both have Steve in common as far as this conversation is concerned and as far as what he's saying. So Shirley would have to know if there was a deeper connection. Otherwise, Shirley would have said when he said that, how does he know what I married? You see what I'm saying? Like that's the part where, like, if I know somebody and you tell me that you know that person too, and then you say, well, they know about me. Well, how come they ain't tell me about you? How do they know about you? would be the response. So I don't know, Lady Janice. I don't know if in this instance that salt applies to this conversation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. D Shell says Steve knew he was a felon and had been to prison. He talked about it when they got engaged. He's a good dude and was rehabilitated. So D Shell, thank you so much for that comment. So Steve did know. Steve did know what she married. Damn shame. Azure says at Dion's breaks, he was talking like that and had no money when she met him. She made the choices, and here we are. She chose not being lonely. I'd rather have a piece of a man versus no man. It's a very prevalent way of thinking now. And I would like to talk about that more, but not today. Work in progress says depend on the family member. Gotcha. Attitude and Tylenol says Steve called Bernie family too. Steve is Steve and Bernie Mac is a tragedy because of the way that like Steve did Bernie Mac wrong. And I'm not even gonna get into that today, but yeah, it was a different type of thing. I put it like this: Attitude and Tylenol, they didn't work together like that. The Kings of Comedy was the best. That was the closest proximity that Steve and Bernie Mac had. We're talking about Shirley Strawberry, Mississippi Monica, uh, uh, nephew Tommy, Steve Harvey. They literally have been by each other's side for all those years. So to me, it's a different dynamic than Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. If you just look at the proximity, you know. Kim F said, "I would give them the red flags." Exactly. Exactly. Ms. Kim says Steve has been to jail. He probably thought Nesto was reformed because of his barbershop and security businesses. Maybe. I don't know. I can't. I have a hard time trying to understand exactly what happened leading up to that proposal on his show. I really, really do. Talks with TK says Steve sold her out for ratings. I believe that. I do. I do. I believe that. I really, really do. Let's listen to some more of this call though. Let's see how she responds.
That's not funny. That
No,
ain't funny.
no. What I'm saying is that I ain't no wimp now. Shit, every great man. One thing I do know from your boss man, I learned from them. They had trial and tribulation every day. They stayed in courtroom. They just had the money. Folks were suing them
Yeah.
every day. Yeah, I learned
Right.
that. I learned that looking at Ricky Smiley show, and he was out there doing the most. So, and I look at Mary J. She was broke, goddamn, 2 years ago. She's back up again.
Yeah. Her husband took all her money.
Yeah, but she got that shit tenfold back. He broke.
Yeah.
I want y'all to realize this. Ernesto just changed the subject because Shirley doesn't realize that Ernesto just changed the subject. What Ernesto said was, if Steve asks about me, he knows what you married. Then he starts laughing. And Shirley says, that's not funny. And then he starts to talk about people that have turned their lives around. What are we talking about right now? When Ernesto says he knows what you married, in other words, I'm not reformed. He knows that I am prone to go back to jail. He knows that I still have ways that are going to land me back in jail. Now he has completely changed the subject and started talking about Mary J. Blige and all that has nothing to do with what they were just talking about. And again, Shirley Strawberry, you know, as much as we try to champion for her, she has these moments where we're just like, wake up, wake up. We're like Lawrence Fishburne at the end of School Days, wake up. But he just changed the subject on her, and she's not even paying any attention.
Yeah, because she's working her butt off. That's why.
Yeah, but guess
she's
what?
working so hard.
Yeah, but she's more happier now than ever. She ain't got no broke down situations no more. But it is
right.
So that, you know, I believe in that. A person gotta make sure their mental straight. I don't believe in tearing nobody mental down. That remember I tell you,
right.
It ain't none of you. I love you. It's me. I gotta fix myself. Everybody can't do that. They ain't got the power to just say what's going on with themselves. They want to make you think that everything's all right. Everything ain't all right. They crying out
What
for
do you mean you have? What do you
Huh?
mean you have to fix yourself?
That means that some people they if they got an alcohol problem, they don't want to admit they got an alcohol problem.
Oh,
They got
yeah.
a drug problem. They got some kind of major addiction, or they just can't think, or they just their mind
But you
blocked.
don't have that. You don't have that.
No,
You don't drink
no.
or
But I
yeah.
had a mind block for a minute though. I had a mind block.
Oh.
Yeah. I did have a moment of a mind block. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying or not. It's like
Well, people have those too. I mean, famous people like writers and stuff like that. They get writer's block. They can't write. They have to, go out, let it go, walk away from it, and then go back to it with a fresh, eye. That's just how life is. That's just life right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's it. That's I couldn't explain it right, but you're absolutely
a
right.
mental. You mean like a mental block?
Yes.
Let me ask y'all this. All right. Today is the Sunday that I ask y'all questions. Okay. So, but a question just came to mind. Let me ask y'all this. Do you think that somebody can have CP on their computer, child corn on their computer, and it's a one-time thing? Because what Ernesto is ultimately saying to Shirley is that he doesn't have any vices, right? He doesn't have any of those things that other people might have. That's what he's saying right now. Do you believe that somebody can indulge in CP one time, and that's the only time that they've done it? Because again, I'm asking you all questions that I kind of have an answer to, and I'm going to say my answer is no. My answer is no, that it's not possible that somebody can indulge and have and collect pictures of children doing inappropriate things, and it's the only time that they've done it or will do it. So I think it's interesting that he's talking about vices and people's hangups and things like that, right? But he has his own. But of course, he's not going to tell Shirley this. But I think it's kind of interesting that he's pointing it out in other people. I mean, BN says no native is different than a drug. It's no different than a drug and alcohol addiction. Again, I think it's funny that he's bringing up other people's vices when he has a deep, dark one that I think that he just does not. Of course he's not going to bring it to light, because who wants to hang out with somebody like that? Who wants to be married to somebody like that? Who wants to even admit to doing something like that, right? So I do think that he has a problem, and I think it's awfully hypocritical for him to talk about other people's vices when he has one himself that is the worst of the worst, right? Like, I mean, it's really bad when that's what you're hung up on. Lady Janice said what Nesto just said made no sense, and Shirley Strawberry didn't challenge him to clarify. She just enhanced his idiotic statement, right? Right. And I think that that's her, like, I don't know what Shirley Strawberry loved this guy, because the things that Shirley Strawberry does and says and the way she acts is like it's like a teenager just in love. And you've got the parents that are trying to say, no, this guy is bad news. And they're like, no, I love him. And no, you're wrong. And that's how she's acting at her big age. So yeah, you're right. You're right. GC says, I don't think he ever did anything once. I don't think so either. And Real says, hell no. Tanya B here said, no, he just got caught this time. Right. I think so. Rad Rat says no. Right. Angel Hair 62. Angel Hair 62, where you been? Where you been? You can't just walk in here like you been. I ain't seen you, Angel Hair 62. Where you been? She says, hey, Native in chat. Hey, Angel Hair 62. Thank you so much for being here. Ms. MJ says vices. He is a walking perpetual vice. No, he has multiple vices. You carrying around a mask and 2 dildos in his truck. He has never said those were not his. plus the liquid Viagra. Yeah. No, he does. He has a lot of things, but I think it's kind of weird, Miss EJ, or maybe it's just a part of him that he is able to point out what's wrong with everybody else. You know. Azure said something happened in his childhood. He never wants to talk about it. I think so too. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes with Ernesto. I really do. I really, really do. A lady 747 says sex addiction. Yeah, I think there's I think it's a lot more to it though. Hmm. Real said, and scamming is also a vice. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Brandy, Southern Girl says Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Brandy, Southern Girl. Hope you are having a good day. All right. Um, Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery said, what you won't do for love, you try everything, but you won't give up. That's her. That is absolutely her. Only Me 23 in the building says, hey, Native in chat. Hello, Only Me 23. How are you? Angel Head 62 said you was on a long vacation. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed your vacation. All right. Brandy Southern Girl says, I'm new here and just sub. Well, thank you so much for coming through and subscribing to the channel. Brandy Southern Girl, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. We got Janetta who says, you better not tell a pick-me female anything about her man. One of my friends went off on me and was about to get cursed out. Oh my God, that's awful. But people look, they get in their feelings and they feel like they right. And you try to tell them something. Look, I've been there before. You know what I mean? Like I've been there where people are like, they try to tell me like about one of my exes. They was trying to tell me, and I just was not trying to hear nothing. Don't tell me nothing about this woman. And they were right. They were right, Janetta. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got too much pride to admit that they was right. Absolutely. Look here. Only Me 23 has gifted one Native Tribe Urban Media membership. Thank you, Only Me 23, for gifting a membership. And that membership went to Jet Black Straight. You were gifted a membership by Only Me 23. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, Only Me 23. And everybody, let's welcome the newest member of the tribe. It is Jet Black Straight. Yes, indeed. Now, I only got one rule around here, and that is if you're going to come in and put your feet up, Jet Black Straight, just take your shoes off first. Don't listen to Shay B. Okay? Thank you so much for the gifted membership, and Jet Black Straight, welcome to the tribe. Let's listen to some more.
A mental block. You go so far and you don't know what to do, and that's when you have to wait on God.
Right.
You have to just be still. You have to be still until you hear from Him.
Yeah, that's what that was. That's exactly what was going on with myself.
Or you need like new stimulation. Take a trip, or take a class, or just try something different. You can't do the same thing every day, day in and day out. You got to do different things if you want different results.
No, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I love you, because you stimulate my mind, love. Yeah,
good.
You can't buy that. Can't buy that now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I mean.
Hold on. Ms. D said, please hit the like button. And please, if you would, look, if you like me, you like the channel, you like what we do, you like the vibe, you enjoy yourself, just hit the like button. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to hit it like all at once. But, at some point, beginning, middle, end, just hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm thanking you in advance. The likes tell YouTube that you like the video, and therefore other people might like the video, and then YouTube takes it and puts it in the algorithm, puts it in front of more people, and the channel grows. So yes, the like button does actually do something. So thank you for liking the video. I do appreciate it. Now, Azure says, and I'm super excited about this. Okay, Azure says, Native, I do work with Brian Stevenson. You mentioned him, and that's why I subscribe. Listen, Azure, Brian, if you work with Brian Stevenson, please let him know he's my hero. Okay. Brian Stevens, in case you all are not familiar with the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, my God, the work that this man has done and is doing is underappreciated. I don't feel like it gets enough press. The lives that he has saved from death row, the things that he has done for people all across the country, starting in Atlanta, going to Montgomery, the people's lives that he has changed is amazing. If you get a chance to go to Montgomery, check out the museums and the exhibits that they have. It is mind blowing. But Azure, please let Mr. Stevenson know that Native is probably his biggest fan. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped this whole live just to say that, okay? but thank you, Azure, for everything that you and Mr. Stevenson are doing. I appreciate it. I really, really do.
You have a good mind. You have a good, strong mind. You know how to think. You know,
absolutely.
yeah, and that's priceless because so many people don't have that. You know, but you have it.
I do. Well, I'm glad you recognize. I so appreciate it. That mean a whole lot to me right there. That mean the great to the world.
Well, I told you that the first time I met you. I mean, you know, when we first started dating, we weren't even married. I told you that. You have a good mind.
He absolutely does not have a good mind, Shirley, and I don't know why you think that. I don't know. Why do you think he has a good? What evidence did he give you that he has a good mind? I don't know. Tanya B here says Native was p whipped. I was, and let me tell you, Tanya B here. There's a lot of guys that will not admit that. Okay, they will not admit that that was the reason why they did certain things. Right. I have zero problem admitting that that's what it was. At the end of the day, when I look back on it, I'm like, it was absolutely the sex. So, but but I say that because I think that part of growth is understanding where you make your mistakes, where you were flawed. What was the flaw in the logic, right? And so, in order for me to really, in good faith, do what I'm doing now, right, which is looking at somebody else's relationship in good faith, I got to be able to, kind of, be honest with myself, right? So, Tanya, be here. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. But again, Tanya, be here. I'm trying to understand what evidence Nesto gave Shirley that he has a good mind. I don't know. Is it because he made a 24-hour barbershop seem like it was some innovative thing when I've known people that have gotten haircuts at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night? Did he make that sound innovative? Is that what made Shirley Strawberry think that Nesto Williams, they say he nasty, has a good mind? Yeah, what am I missing, Tanya B here? Do you know? Because I don't. I don't. I really don't. Shay B says I'm walking all over the furniture in my muddy shoes. Of course you are, because that's what you do. Okay. SC Traveling RN says, "Hey Native and Tribe, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for coming on over to the Native Tribe Urban Media show. I appreciate that." Ms. MJ says, "I cannot wait to be in the courtroom to hear the testimony. It's going to be interesting. It is. It is going to be interesting." Pretty Frugal Diva says, "I did. My family tried to tell my husband wasn't worth the air he inhaled. They were right. they said he wasn't worth the air he inhaled. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh. Mm, mm, mm. Azure says, "Thank you, Native." Absolutely, Azure. Thank you. I appreciate you. Lady Janice said, "No, Shirley, he said what he said. He said he need to work on himself, and you took that statement to entirely different narrative, which encouraged him to go along with your meaning. I'm mad." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Myra says, "I wish I had listened back in the day. It would have saved me so much pain picking the wrong person. OMG. I wasted a lot of time. I did. I used to, and I say used to because now at my age, I don't do this anymore. But I used to ignore a lot of things. Like I used to hone in on the good of the person. Like I would go straight to that. Like this person is good, and I would push all the other stuff out the way. Like I'm going straight for that. I'm gonna ignore everything else, and I'm just gonna see the good. And that was noble. However, it wasn't realistic when it came to the way relationships actually work. So so it was a lot of bumps in the road. It was a lot of things that I should have paid attention to in trying to pick a person and trying to pick a mate and somebody to be in relationship with that I ignored, that I refuse to ignore now. Like I got a lot of I got a lot of things that I look for and a lot of things that I hone in on, and I'm big on now, you know. And it's just after going through making those mistakes. So Myretta, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I really am. Shady says Shirley is a poor judge of character. I can agree with that, and that's not a knock. A lot of people are. Like I said, at one point I was too. So I think that there's ways that you can bounce back from that. You can recover from that. But I think in this instance, when you look at the previous marriage to the strawberry guy, and then you look at the Ernesto thing, yeah, I think that's fair. I do. I do think that that is fair. Obsessed with the mess says not one part of his mind was good. That's fair. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. The only black but not bitter says my boo Michael B. Jordan portrayed Brian Stevenson in Just Mercy. Yes, he did. If you all have not seen that movie, go see or go pick up or go stream Just Mercy. It was an awesome, awesome movie. It really, really was. Pick up The Sun Does Shine. Okay. It's a great book. It's a great book detailing how a man in Alabama was sent to death row um, for a crime he did not commit. And it was Brian Stevenson that got him off. Okay. It was Brian Stevenson that got him the justice. I'm not even gonna say got him off because that makes it sound like it was like it was some fluke. He got the justice that was needed due to the Equal Justice Initiative and what Brian Stevenson did. So absolutely, check out that movie um, if you get a chance to. Okay. Um, hold on. Miss Principal. Miss Principal. What you doing in the bushes? Miss Principal says, I'm out the bushes, LOL. Shay B, is it safe today? Come on out, Miss Principal. Come on out. Come on out. It ain't the same without you, Miss Principal. Come on through. Ms. MJ says he had hoodwinked and bamboozled Shirley to the 9th degree. He really did. He really, really did. Salt and Pepper says, what's Shirley's definition of a good mind? That's what I want to know. What indicated to her? What did he say that triggered in her brain? He's got a good mind. Like, what was it? And what is that thing that she thinks is a good mind? I'm curious. I'm curious because if that's the case, she would think I'm a freaking genius, I guess. New Start 1971 says she wanted him to glow up like Steve so badly only because he talked a dream while dumb and country. I'm country, not saying country is dumb generally. No, I get it too. I think there's a difference. Like you can be from the country, right? Or you can be country. I think those are two different things. But New Start 1971, I agree. I do agree. Look, Janetta. My. Janetta has gifted 5 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships. Janetta, thank you so much for your generosity. Those memberships and who are the newest members of the tribe. SC Traveling RN received a membership. Tanya B. Here received a membership. Azure received a membership. Fessy Jewel received a membership. And the woman he chose received a membership. These are the newest members of the tribe. Our newest members. Now, you all know that there aren't many rules around here. The only rule that I have is that if you're going to come in and put your feet up, just take your shoes off first. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay. But everybody, welcome the newest members to the tribe. And it's all due to the generosity of Janetta. Thank you so much, Janetta. I appreciate you helping the family grow. All right. Let's listen to some more.
Yeah, you told me that. You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely did. You definitely told me that. You did. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, yes, ma'am. think so very much. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
do. Yep. And Ron and them doing all right?
Yeah, they're doing good. They're still going at it, but yeah, but they're getting ready for their show. Atlanta Fashion Week was last week, and they had a big show, and I modeled in the show. Did you see
What?
that on? Did you see that on Instagram?
No, I couldn't see none of that. I couldn't see none of that.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
couldn't see that. But did it turn
yeah,
out good?
yeah. It was cool, and they have the grand opening is Saturday, and then the grand opening is Saturday, and then they're having another fashion show. Excuse me, for the store on the 22nd, but I'll be in Chicago.
Okay, so they had it. So it kind of had a good turnout on their fashion show.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it was just, it was decent. It started really late though, but it was decent. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Was it about like your candlelight? Is it kind of like that?
Well, yeah, but it was more like press people and people that are into fashion. You know.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. It was
Uh
it was a lot of
huh.
people that day.
My candles are going to be at the store for the grand opening, and then Tasha and I have handbags. We have a handbag line. We have
Okay.
handbags in all different colors: red, blue, white, green, yellow, pink, uh,
Okay.
pumpkin, like orange, and black.
Okay.
And we're gonna sell those. They're gonna make their debut at the grand opening on Saturday.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll sell those. We'll sell out of those, hopefully.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. That's
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you keep
Mhm.
busy then. I see why you was tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He literally started laughing when she started naming colors. She named colors and he started laughing. She was like, "We got red and pink and green," and he said, "Do y'all think that the colors triggered his mind? Do you think that that took him back to kindergarten, the last time he was actually in a classroom for 8 hours? Do you think that that triggered that colors, that he just thought about colors and started laughing? He's so simplistic in his thinking. It just struck me that all she said was colors, and he just thought that was hilarious. But look at here. Ramaya Sharon has become a member of the tribe. Y'all, we got a new member, and it is Ramaya Sharon. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the tribe. Now, Ramaya, you already know we don't have a lot of rules around here. The only thing that we ask is that if you're going to put your feet up, take your shoes off first. Don't be like Shay B. Shay B is a very bad example. Okay. But thank you for joining the tribe. Everybody, we got a newest member, and that is Ramaya Sharon. All right. Thank you so much for joining the tribe. D Dub says, I'm surprised he didn't ask what pumpkin is. What that is. What pumpkin is. Sharon, Sharon the Blackman says he talked bad about her handbag. Of course he did. That's what he does. That's what he does. New Start 1971 says, always trying to tear her down bit by bit. He really is. Bevy C says, I'll say it till I can't stop saying it. What the fuck is so funny? I don't know. Like, and I don't, and you know what, Bevy C, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm tired of the that's a nervous tick excuse for him. He is a grown ass man. I don't think what's to be nervous about? What is he nervous about? I don't I'm not feeling that anymore. I used to listen to, okay, maybe it is. No, no, no. I just think that he is a narcissistic asshole and everything has to revolve around him, and the things that don't he thinks are funny. That's how I bag it up. WC. That's what I think it is. Shirley's divorce finally says, hell no, he didn't know his damn colors. He didn't pass pre-K. Tony says Nesto ate the crayons and sniffed the paste. Did he eat the paste? Hey Tony, did you have people in your classes that used to take the glue and they would eat it and they would let it dry and they would eat. Did you have those people? Because I did, and I refused to do it, and because that sounded ridiculous. Anyway, Carlise Burke is in the house. Hello, Carlise Burke. She says, coming out of the bushes to say Happy Mother's Day to my tribe and natives. Mom, well, thank you so much, Carlise Burke. I will, my mother has apparently become everybody's mother, so kind of hard to catch up with her today because she is out with either her hood rat friends or the church people or the church hood rat friend people. Sometimes they all are the same people. Okay. But I will definitely pass that on to her when I do speak to her this evening, Carlsberg. Thank you so much for coming out of the clouds out of the bushes with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deanne says it was a jealous, childish laugh. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bevy C said Ernest is such a hypocrite. And you know what? Along with him being a hypocrite, you know what else?
Nesto be lying.
Yeah. Nesto be lying. Okay. Nesto be lying. And he lies a lot. So yeah. Chandra, the fly to fit chick, says he laughed because he thinks it's a failure. Remember, he can't make it she can't make it without him. Yeah, that too. That too. Again, everything has to revolve around him. Otherwise, it's absolutely ridiculous to him. So yeah, I agree. I do agree. Maita said, I think he laughed out of excitement because the only color he sees is orange. This principal said, who's never gonna buy that handbag? Yeah, that's what he was singing. That's what he was singing. Absolutely. Lady Janice says, I'm sure Nesto didn't switch from class to class while in school. He was in that one class all day. You mean the one by the furnace? The one by the boiler? Where when you walked in, it was a little bit hotter than the other class? That class, Lady Janice. Dr. Charles says he thinks that anything she does that does not involve him is a joke. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Pretty Frugal Diva said I did, and I would look at them crazy. Me too. As a kid, I couldn't. If it wasn't food, like I wasn't one of those kids that like put shit in their mouths. Like if it wasn't food, like actual food, I wasn't putting it in my mouth. That included glue and toys and like Sonya said, she used to chew on the cord while she was talking on the phone. I ain't do none of that shit. It had to be food, like something I could actually eat that tasted good, like gummy bears or lifesavers or Tic Tacs. Yeah. That had to be like it had to be food. I wasn't just putting shit in my mouth. Pretty Frugal Diva. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sensible Creation Sister says the glue in the jar. Yes. I don't know how they did that or why they did that. I really don't. I really don't. V the one says Penny Boykin ate the Elmer glue and always complained about her stomach hurting. Why you had to call this woman by her name? Sorry, Penny Boykin, okay? If you didn't want people to know, Penny Boykin might be in the clouds, be the one, and now Penny Boykin got to worry about everybody knowing that she used to eat the damn glue and would complain about a stomach ache. Penny Boykin, I hope you learned a lesson from that now, okay? As an adult. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. But V the one felt the need to put your whole name in the damn. Oh my God. Oh my God, V the one. I'm glad I didn't go to school with you. Snowbird said Nesto also ate his boogers. Oh my God. That kid used to be in the class. That kid used to be in the class. Golly. Excuse me. Marita said not hood rat friends. My mama has hood rat friends. She does. She does. Okay. I discuss it with her all the time. Okay. D-Dub says Mama Native is probably over at Wind Creek Atmore. Let me think. Is she there? Let me think. Because I'm trying to remember what she told me she was doing. No, she went to some program, some Mother's Day program today. She's probably out. Let me see. What time is it? What time is it? 32. Yeah, she's probably eating food right now. Yeah, that's probably where she is right now. I don't think she's going over there. She might go over there maybe tomorrow. I don't think anybody's. I don't know. Ain't no telling. It's unpredictable, D-Dub. It's unpredictable. But I know right about now she should be eating her dinner. Bevy C says, seems that God threw Ernest, a nasty curveball. Seems like it, don't it? Mm-hmm. Tony says, Native Tribe Urban Media, I was one of them. I fell to peer pressure. Tony, no. Tony, that can happen. That can happen. Just don't let it happen now, okay? Like if you've grown right now, don't let peer pressure get to you at this moment, okay? Don't do it. William Pryor says Nesto can't stand to see a woman with money, especially not giving it to him. That's the thing. He wants to see a woman with money, William Pryor. He just want to see a woman with money, give that money to him in some shape, form, or fashion. That's how that works. That's how that works. Sensible Creation Sister, erasers. Yeah, I knew people that used to chew on them and eat them too. My God. Oh my God. Shirley's Divorce finally says Nesto ate lunch at 10:30 with that class and he was the worst one. Probably so. Probably so. Tam said we called them corner classes because they were always in the corner and they just passed from one corner to the other. Our school wasn't shaped in that way, so they was by the heating duct, the furnace, whatever it was. It used to be hot in there. Because sometimes you had to go in there to, like, I don't know, give a message to the teacher or something, and the kids would look at you like you were an alien because you weren't in the class with them. That was a weird dynamic. That was a weird dynamic. Summer's Child say, yeah, I never understood those kids that are glue, that ate glue or paper. Oh, you had the paper eaters too? Yeah, we had the paper eaters too. Mm-hmm. Yep, we had the paper. Look, Vita One said, yes, I'm calling her nasty ass out. Vita One, how long have you been waiting to put this woman's name out in the public? I'm just curious. Okay? The only black man I better say, I'm still like that as an adult. I don't put just anything in my mouth. Well, you know what? The only black man I better. I ain't out here like just throwing anything in my mouth either. Okay, all right. It ain't just you. It ain't just you. Okay. JMM55 said that Nesto song takes me out. Nesto be lying. Stop making me. Wait. Look. JMM55. We all know.
Nesto be lying.
He do. I just wanted to put it in song form, okay? Ms. Piggy Braxton, the other white meat, says Nesto was in the basement class with the desk bolted to the door. Oh my God, bolted to the floor. Yeah, you couldn't move those desks. Those desks were bolted. You right. My God, Ms. Piggy Braxton. I didn't know that it was so universal. Nola Brown says, Happy Mother's Day to such and such, whoever that is. Dear such and such. Happy Mother's Day from Nestos. My name is Nestos. And I just want to say everybody that got mother, happy Mother's Day. Cause I have a mother and I talk to my wife like she my mother. So I just want to say happy Mother's Day to everybody that take care of their kids. I never took care of my kid. My child name is Dion. And he is 45 years old and he needs his daddy. I'm an innocent man, and I just want to let everybody know happy Mother's Day. Be blessed. Okay? Okay? Bevy C said Native, his guide talk is all BS and part of his con. He's been working for him for a very long time. I believe that. I really, really do. Justin's mom said one boy shit himself and the teacher had us checking. Wait, I wasn't ready. Okay, let me try this again. Justin's mom said one boy shit himself and the teacher had us checking our shoes when it was. Oh my God. Okay. And the teacher had us checking our shoes when it was him all along. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ramaya Sharon said, I just became a member. I want the music. You want the member milestone music? I mean, okay. It's member milestone, but we can do it. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, y'all. I had to pick a stopping point because it was getting a little funky. It was getting funky. Okay, all right. It was getting funky. Okay. Keisha Marie said, "Back it up now, throw it." That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had to take a little. You know how they say sometimes you got to take a praise break, but sometimes you got to take a twerk break. Okay, sometimes you got to just get on your flow, even if the dance floor is your kitchen floor, even if the dance floor is your living room floor. Sometimes you got to take a dance break, a twerk break. Okay, so that's what we had to do. All right, that's what we had to do. All right, so now. See, now we're refreshed, right? We are refreshed, and we can listen to some more of Nesto's bullshit, okay? Because as we all know,
Nesto be lying.
okay, let's listen.
So we're doing that. We got those made. They're here.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You're staying busy.
So we're gonna put those on. We want to see how they sell at the grand opening, and then we'll put them on the website and have people buy them that way, and we'll mail them out to the people. And we have another shipment coming of that he made some blue bags and some, and they say love black women on them.
Oh, I think I seen that when it was at the store that day. One of them. Is that what you're talking about?
Really?
It said
No,
something
it said protect. Those said protect.
Okay.
Protect.
Okay.
But ours say love. Ours say love. Love black women.
Okay.
But they're nice though. People like them. It's the buzz. There's a buzz about them.
It's a buzz about it. Okay, all right then. That's what I
People
want.
like them. Yeah, people
Okay.
like them. And we got some jackets coming, and just in our line, getting our line together.
Okay, well that's good then. Well, everybody happy then. Everybody happy then.
Yeah, I just want to sell so we could start making some money, reinvest in the company, get some more bags, you know.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. How is
While Shirley gets her bags, Tam Tam has been a member for 6 months. Tam Tam, thank you for the member milestone. There is no bathroom break. I am sitting right here dancing with y'all, okay? All right. Thank you so much for the member milestone. Let's listen to some more.
your bottom teeth? Are they lining up better for you?
Who? Oh, my teeth? Yeah. They are. I got to go to the dentist on Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday. And, I have a few more months to wear these things. October, November, December, January. They'll be off.
Oh, January. They'll be off. They'll straighten your teeth that quick?
Yeah, well, my bottom teeth are straight. It's just they're still.
You have 1 minute remaining.
My bottom teeth are straight. You know, they still have a little ways to go though, but they are straight. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see
I
the
still.
result.
Yeah. I mean, you could see. I still need. I still want to get my veneers eventually. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Okay then. All right. Well, I
Mhm.
love you. I'll call you tomorrow, love.
But you don't have any more money. How do you do that with any more money?
No, because I call you free tomorrow, or I call you and then
That's
they
right.
tell you to do the same thing. That's all it does.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I just call. So I guess I'll call you whenever you get off work tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, call me around 12. Around 12 if you can.
12. It'd probably be after 12. Probably.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Just as long as it's after 12. That's
Okay.
fine.
All right, love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, give a thing, get you now. I love you.
All right. I love you too, babe. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
This next call you're about to hear is a very short call. This is because Ernesto is using his 5-minute free call, and also because Shirley is at Steve Harvey's house when Ernesto calls her. In this call, you will hear Shirley talk about how beautiful Steve's home is.
Hello?
Hi, hon.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's probably so loud in the background. Yeah, this is my
Yeah, I can hear you.
5-minute free call I'm going to tell you about.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you.
Had a good day at work today?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, all right, that's good then. Well, you made it say you're still there.
Yes.
Y'all don't work in the morning time?
Yeah, but we're just hanging out. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah, big dog, big dog.
Mhm.
I'm
When I
pretty
tell you,
it's
whew,
beautiful.
oh, beyond. No, it's It's beautiful. It needs another word. I don't know what the word is, but oh
Wow.
my, yeah, it's something.
What?
It's the most. It's beautiful now.
Is what?
It's It's absolutely.
Oh.
It's beautiful.
Okay, well, I'll try to call you later. We get out late. We'll be out later, probably about 7:30. You're gonna calm down by then.
No, I'm not. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, it's gorgeous. I'm fine.
It's like
I'm
Dubai.
just outside.
You feel like you're your place now.
Dubai. Yeah, it's gorgeous
Okay.
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, they ain't raining yet, and everything good, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
You're good. You're okay.
I'm straight. I'm straight. So I'll call you later. This is my free call, but I'm gonna talk till it go out. But yeah, I'm straight. I'm cool. Just waiting
Okay.
the process. Everything's good. God's good all the time.
Yeah. You talk to DC or anybody?
No, I'm not gonna call them until probably about Thursday. My 90 day will be up on Thursday, so I'm gonna call it again, and then that way my waiting period for that will be over. Then let's see what's next. But I think I'm going in a few more, about another week.
Okay. All right. Well,
because
yeah.
I got the paper for that, so we'll see.
Oh, good. Okay. That sounds good. All right, honey.
All right, look, go on. Enjoy yourself. Love you. Be safe.
All right. Love you too. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
In this next call, you will hear Ernesto and Shirley talk about the truck. Shirley tells Ernesto, "I thought you told me the truck was paid off." Take a listen.
Hello?
Hi, hon.
You driving?
Sonya. Somebody wake Sonya up. Somebody go and shake the camper and wake Sonya up real quick. Sonya, Shirley says she thought the truck was paid off. Shirley ain't know nothing about no payment, Sonya. And we about to listen to it. Sonya, I know you listening, and maybe you fell asleep, because I know you listen to the Native Tribe Urban Media Show, and I know that you listen intently, right? And you're gonna act like you don't, but just in case you fell asleep due to all the hard driving you've had to do in the camper, trying to find somewhere to park it. Walmart probably banged on the window and let you know you can't park there. You've probably been trying to find somewhere to park your new house, right? So, Sonya, I want you to listen real closely to this part, okay? Just listen.
I am. but
Oh.
I managed to put in all the numbers and everything while driving.
Oh, okay. How your day going?
It's going all right. I'm still out here. I need to try to get some shoes. The ones I have just hurt me, and I don't want anything to hurt while I'm trying to walk through that airport.
You
So
by
I'm just
yourself?
trying to. Yes, I am, love. Yes, I am. I would have told you if I wasn't.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying out there riding around by yourself.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't charge. I tried several times last night, but for some reason it keeps kicking me off. It keeps kicking me off. I don't know what it is. I tried to put the money on Connect network, but
Oh,
it wouldn't. It sent me right to it, but it just, I don't know. It just kept kicking me off and kicking me off. I said I was going to try again when I got home.
yeah, you got to do it on computer. Probably try to do it on computer or something.
Well, okay. Last time I did it on the phone from that other place, but okay, I'll try and do it on computer.
Okay. Says keep kicking you out. Maybe that's probably why, because you're on the phone. I got to
Well,
tell them.
last time, huh?
I'm good.
Huh?
I'm listening. I got a
No, I'm
telephone number
saying.
to them.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
But you're driving now, so you can't write nothing down.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Westlake called today, so I gotta pay them and the storage.
You talked to them?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so they didn't report the truck. That's what the police lady said.
Well, I guess they didn't know.
Okay, did you ask them that?
No, I didn't ask him because I couldn't hardly understand what he was saying because he was, he was a foreigner, so it was hard to understand what he was saying. But
I'm sorry, what, Shirley? I'm sorry, he was a what? And you can understand what the hell Nesto be saying. That's okay. All right. Okay.
I can ask him. It's not
Yeah.
a problem for me to ask him.
Yeah, you need to find out what's going on and everything. Yeah, so you can have everything on point. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they told me last time that they wouldn't as long as I paid it.
Right.
It's $900 and something. Wow. I thought you told me that truck was paid off.
It is paid off, but I got to give him that balance check thing, but I can't do it because I got locked up. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh.
I was trying to trade it in and all that to be done.
Now she says she couldn't understand the man because he was a foreigner, but he said balance check thing, and she knew what the hell he was talking about. Nesto literally said these words, balance check thing. And Shirley was like, okay, hun, okay. Okay. JMM 55, what the hell is a balance check thing? I'm just saying. I really do hate the way people speak about people that are not from here, that English is not their first language, right? But yet can co-sign balance check thing. What is a balance check thing, GC? Do you know, Sweet Peasy, what a balance check thing is? Because I don't. Okay. I don't know, Sweet Peasy. Sweet Peasy said they have the weirdest relationship as if they've never bonded. They didn't. They didn't. But apparently they bonded enough to where she knows what a balance check thing is. Because 2 seconds out of her mouth was ago, she said, I couldn't understand him because he was, he was a foreigner. And then 2 seconds later, you had to pay off that balance check thing. And, oh. The fuck? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, my tie. I don't. Ms. MJ says said by someone who at the time made $500,000. Shirley needs financial literacy for real. Absolutely. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shane said, indication Shirley Strawberry don't know that truck was in her name. She was not aware of the monthly payments. That's the reason why I said shake the camper, all right? Wake Sonya up so that she could hear the words out of Shirley's mouth. Because apparently Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III missed this part of the calls. I know she says she don't listen to the calls, but I think she might want to hear this so that she can shut the fuck up. I'm just saying, Nesto Shacker Show Walk Shane. Ms. HLS said a balanced check thing equals a lie. Well, that's not out of the realm of possibilities because
Nesto be lying.
a lot. He lies a lot, okay? Lady Janice says, I was just about to say Nesto talking stupid and there Shirley won't challenge nothing he says. Nothing. But Shirley had the nerve to want to say that she couldn't understand somebody else because they were quote unquote foreign. Lord, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's listen, y'all.
Done, I would have had some money about the truck too, because before Wade wanted to buy it. So I couldn't sell it to him until I got everything together. And
I see.
That's why I was making my move, because the new truck's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's leaking oil. Yeah, they throw me for a loop now. They people throw me for a loop. That's okay. I got a plan. It's okay.
Yeah.
I sure do. Yeah.
They threw everybody for a loop on this one. But it's okay. God is still in control. That's what I have to say.
Absolutely. He sure is.
That's what I have to say.
I'm being patient.
One monkey don't stop no show.
No, it's a lot to do, but guess what? We good. So straight. So where you at now?
I'm at the mall.
Oh, Phil Plaza?
No, I left there earlier.
Okay.
I'm at Perimeter.
Oh, way like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful out there.
Yeah.
Criminal time.
I know. I know. That's why I'm trying to get in before it gets dark.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll call you back then. Go ahead on and pay attention.
No, I'm parked. I'm okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I got some boots. I'm tripping. Oh, my God, I'm tripping. I just bought some boots. Why am I tripping like this? I don't even have to get off.
Yeah, okay, you all right? Can you wear the boots?
Yeah, they might hurt a little. I'm still running here since I'm in here. This doesn't make any sense. Lord have mercy. I just looked back in the car. That's what I got, boots.
Okay, well, make sure you have...
Okay, ladies, help me out because I'm a guy. Okay, obviously, I'm a guy. Okay, help me out, ladies. Have you ever went to go buy some shoes and there were shoes in your car? Like and when I tell you I am seriously asking this question because as a guy, first of all, I ain't been out to buy shoes in a while. I have ordered, like, me and Nike.com are best friends. Okay. So I haven't been anywhere to actually buy shoes. Okay. So I'm asking genuinely, does this happen? Where you go out to buy shoes, look at the back seat, oh my God, there are shoes back there. I didn't know it. Or is this a Shirley Strawberry thing? I don't know. Because to me, it would seem like you would buy the shoes, take the shoes in the house, put them on, wear them. But she has shoes in her car that she did not know about until she went to actually buy some more shoes. Is this a thing? Help me out, because I don't know. All right. Tiny B here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, this ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. Hold on. Kidney Punch Ken interjected. That ain't how that work. That's how that go, Tanya B here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know if that's how that works. Okay. All right. Juju D has become a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Juju D. I appreciate you joining the tribe. Listen, y'all, we got a new member of the tribe. It is Juju D. Okay. All right. Now, Juju D, I know you're not new around here. Okay, I haven't seen you around here. All right. And you know, only got one rule, and that is if you're going to put your feet up, just take your shoes off first. But everybody, welcome our newest member of the tribe, and that is Juju D. Okay. All right. Now, Anissa Ali says no. Okay. Miss MJ says no, never. All right. So this is not okay. So this is not a thing. Now here we go. Okay. Attitude and Tylenol says honestly, yes. Now, Attitude and Tylenol, how does that happen? Because obviously, okay, my thought is that you buy the boots or the shoes because you need them. Then you leave them in the car. You go and you say, "Oh my God, I need shoes and boots," and then you go to buy some, and there are some in the car that you didn't know about or you forgot. Like what? I need an explanation. Okay, all right, because Leslie Jules said, "Hell to the no now." My tie said no. Okay, all right. Muffin 218 says she doesn't mind. So he doesn't mind Shirley driving on the phone, but yet won't talk to Sonya while she's driving because he gives no fucks. No, none. No fucks are given. None. Okay. Work in progress said yes and went and bought some more anyway. I just don't know how that happens. Sense isn't common said yes. Okay. All right. Shay B said yes, I have. All right. Now we got some yeses coming in. Patty said yep. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll do it on Monday. Said yes. Okay. Lady Janice says yes, I have. Okay. All right. Keisha Marie says yes. Nouveau Richie says yes. Y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. Okay. Um, I Revive said this ninja hedge, poor Shirley discombobulated. Definitely did. Definitely did. Miss RCO1 says Shirley boots were on the ground. She had boots on the ground. Nesto Shacker Shuffle Walk of Shame has done it. Summer's Child has done it. Miss Principal has done it. Okay. But much better today says never ever. And I'm with you. All right. But then I'm a guy. So I don't know if it's because I know that sometimes women have more shoes than guys do. I know all of my exes have owned more shoes than me. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know because I can tell you the shoes that I have. Okay. I can I can tell you the shoes that I have. Okay. Um, thank you much better today. Who says never ever. Okay. Um, GC says Native, I have bought the same shirt twice. Wow. Okay. Ms. Veronica says it has happened. Okay. Nouveau Richie says we do it all the time. Okay. All right. Anissa Ali said this is a Shirley Strawberry thing. Apparently not, Anissa Ali. Apparently not. There seems like a lot of people are just having shoes just all willy-nilly all over the place. Ms. HLS, thank you so much for the super chat. Says my trunk is full of shoes. Mine is not. That's interesting. Dr. Charles says, no, not in my car, but yes, in my closet. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Petty Patty says, I love to shop. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, not really. I guess it depends. It depends. Like, I don't know. Amazon got me to where I don't go nowhere. So, Tracy says, yes, but in my closet. That makes sense. Sweet Peasy says, no, never. Okay. Denise Marie says, I don't know about the car, but I definitely at the house, I'll forget I have shoes at my house. That I can understand. Because at least they made it out of the car. Like Miss HLS says that she's got a trunk full of shoes. That's insane. Miss HLS, are you going to sell them? Like, why are they there? Why won't you take them out if you know that they're in your trunk? Take them out and wear them is what I would think. But what do I know? What do I know? I don't know. Y'all do what y'all do. Okay. Chandra, the fly to fit chick says, I don't buy enough shoes for that to happen. I order fitness shoes and put them right on. That's kind of what I did. Blue Sapphire says, sadly, I've done that. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. Interesting mix of answers. Work in Progress says, sometimes when trying to keep the peace, you have to leave your packages in the car. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. JMM55 said, nope, my friend used to buy so many shoes and boots that she would duplicate. She had to start putting pics on the front of the boxes at home. That actually makes sense. That does. That does. Now, Ramaya Sharon says it's not a thing. Apparently it is. Okay. All right. Shay B says yes, shoes, some blouses, some pants, and some PJs. Okay. All right. Lady Janice says, do you know how many pairs of shoes I got that I don't know that I got? No, Lady Janice, I don't. But this is interesting. Me either. But I do got some stuff I forgot that I got. Okay. Okay. Snowbird says no, but I was looking for my keys and they were in my hand. Does that count? It doesn't. It doesn't. Kia Elder 305 says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Kia Elder. How are you? Miss Piggy Braxton says, I've bought new sneakers and hid them from Kermit and forgot about them in the back of the closet. Okay. Ms. HLS said, mind your business, Native. Absolutely, I will. Hey, Do what you do, Ms. HLS. Do what you do. Myretta says, I leave nothing in the car. Okay, that makes sense. All right, all right. Ms. MJ says, now remember, Shirley's belongings were in the storage under Dominique's name, his worker bee. She was living in a room at her friend, so space probably was limited. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. I can absolutely dig that. Mm-hmm. I can. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sherry with the Y says, yes, it happens. Okay. All right, all right. Delicate Dale even says, "Yes, I have." Okay, Delicate Dale. All right, all right. I mean, I'm just trying to get an understanding on what's normal, what's real, what's just Shirley shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Jackson Tabasco, thank you so much for the super chat. Jackson Tabasco says Shirley got that slow woman's disease. What the hell is that? What is a slow woman's disease? Thank you for the super chat, Jackson Tabasco. I do appreciate that. Let's listen to some more of this call.
Adam, because I'm probably breaking in cars now.
All right.
Yeah. I'll call you later, check on you. Make sure you're in that safe.
Well, okay, well, I might not be able to if I'm driving. Okay, but we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
late.
Lord.
Yeah, calm down. You all right?
I'm fine. That just threw me for a loop because I forgot I had those.
Okay.
It's cold out here. Yeah, just hold on. You don't have to go right this second. Just hold on a minute. Hello. Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just make sure you're straight. Just making sure you're straight. Crazy world out there.
I know.
Yeah. Folks just be watching, looking at you. What? They're going crazy out there. So please be careful and looking around what's going on.
I always do that. Always. And
Yeah.
you're right. I always do that. I always do that. I always turn my ring inside out and things like that.
Okay, what side is supposed to be? You in the front side over there by Cheesecake Factory, or you on the other side by Cake Shop?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, at Macy's. I'm going to go to Macy's right now.
Oh, you're on that side over there.
Uh-huh. On the side with the Cheesecake Factory, like you said.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And you're
Trying
going
to
to get
find the shoes.
what kind of shoes you trying to get?
Just some boots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it is cold.
Cause, what'd you say?
Say, because of what?
Oh, I just want some better looking ones than I got. The ones I got were kind of cheap, so they might they're a little cheap. So I don't want them hurting my feet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all.
But I ain't never seen
Yeah.
anybody walk around with boots on with no socks on.
I know. That's what I do because I don't like socks. But
That's what
that's
it is.
me. Yeah,
Man,
I
I
don't
don't know
care
how
for
you
them.
do that.
Why? Oh, it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh.
I mean, if it did, I would wear them. But it doesn't. Excuse me. Yeah.
You done made it in there
Yeah.
yet?
I'm looking around, seeing what they have. I'm in
Okay.
here, looking around, seeing what they have, seeing if they have anything for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Well, I'm
okay.
glad you're in good spirits. Yeah.
Yeah. I am good. I got to be. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Trying to
true.
stay focused.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's
I ain't
very
hurting. I
true.
ain't bad. I ain't in the hospital. I'm good. I ain't fighting for my life. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
trying to figure out which way I'm finna go when I get out. Oh, I tried to call
Yeah.
Andre Jeff, but your car was dry when I called him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
So I'll tell him. Have you talked to Lamont? He must be
I tried to call him. There's no answer.
You try to call Andre. Have you spoken to Lamont? He might be out of town, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I tried to call him,
Because
but he didn't answer.
oh, he didn't answer either.
No.
Okay, well, they must be out of
Drive,
town or
whatever.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
straight.
all
It's
right.
straight.
Mhm.
That's right. So, no,
Well,
no.
Look, my tie, Blue Sapphire, to your point, I think that's what we learned the most out of these Shirley calls. What we learned the most is that they did not know each other. They were not compatible. They didn't talk. I mean, we learned the dynamic of their actual relationship because, like you said, they're married all this time and he doesn't know that she doesn't wear socks, right? She wears boots without socks would be something that if you were an observant partner, right? And I believe in being an observant partner, right? I'm going to observe, I'm going to take in the things that you do, the things that you don't do, the things that you like, the things that you don't like. I'm gonna take all those. What's your favorite thing? What is your least favorite thing? Because if you like Skittles, and I show up with Hershey's Kisses, I'm not paying attention. And if I'm not paying attention to you, I'm not doing my job as your partner. Period. You know what I mean? So I think that it just shows that how like just not serious he was about her in the beginning. Even though it's something as small as that, there are a lot of things when we listen to them talk that indicate that he was not present in their relationship, in that marriage at all. So I think that that's a very good point to a very good thing to point out. But I think that's ultimately when we listen to them talk, that's what we ultimately learn is how they were not on the same page on a lot of different things.
Not stressed. I'm okay. Yeah, just make sure you're good. That's all. I'm concerned
yeah,
about
well,
that.
don't be
As
stressed
I
about
always
me.
been. Yeah, I do be.
I know. Don't
Yeah.
stress about me. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm
All
okay,
right, love.
honey. I'm all right. I'm all right. Don't worry yourself. You got other things.
Yeah.
Really. Got a way more,
But
I
go.
mean, I won't
But
say
go.
more important.
Well, make
I
sure you
won't say
pay
more
attention. Go.
important.
Go
I'm
ahead
in the
on.
store. I'm
Get
just
your shoes.
looking around. Okay. I'm in the store.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around. But okay. You sound like you want to go, so I'll let you go. Okay.
No, I don't want to make sure you.
Oh, he does want to go, Shirley. He has this look. Let me tell you, Shirley. Okay, you probably know by now. All right. There was this 86-pound weirdo with no edges and a bad digestive system that he really, really, really likes. Matter of fact, likes her more than you. All right. He was itching to call her at this moment. Okay. Because that was his boo thing. So you was just the wife, as they call you, the wife. Okay. Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III, with all of her masculine energy, is who he was actually wanting to talk to. So, yes, Shirley, you are correct. You know, they say that women have intuition, okay? And their intuition is hardly ever wrong. Well, Shirley, you were absolutely correct. He did want to get off the phone with you. There was this 86 pound, I think she might have been maybe 85, maybe, I don't know, in her high 70s. Maybe she was 79 pounds. Who knows how much she was when her guts is full versus when her guts are spilt out into that diaper. Okay? We don't know. But here's what we do know, Shirley. He didn't want to talk to you. He wanted to talk to her. Maybe you had too many edges. Who knows? Maybe you had a your hair is nice, Shirley Strawberry, and maybe that was what was turning him off at that very moment. He wanted to talk to a raggedy head, some of a bitch named Sonya at that time. Okay, so you're right. He did want to go. He was ready to go. He was ready to get off the phone with you. Mm mm mm. Trina too said he was ready to speak with Butterscotch. Butterscotch the clown. That's who he. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He wanted sunshine. That's right. Sure enough, Delicate Dale. Sure did. That's who he wanted to talk to. Didn't want to talk to you, Shirley. With all your solid stools. He wanted loose stool Sonya. He ain't want solid stool Shirley right then. He wanted loose stool Sonya. That's who he wanted right then and there. So you're right, Shirley. He did want to get off the phone with you, but now he gonna try to play it off like, nah, 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 nah. I want to talk to you. Nah, 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 nigga. That ain't what you wanted. You wanted the loose stools. You wanted to hear her on the toilet, flushing the toilet without washing her hands. The only black but not bitter. She ain't wash her nasty ass hands. He liked that type of shit. Because guess who don't use soap when they wash their hands? Uh-huh. 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 Guess who we just watched at the beginning of this call, wash his hands without soap. And now, is it a coincidence that he want another non-hand washer on the phone with him? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Loose stool son. That's what he wanted. Let's listen.
Paying attention, that's all.
I am paying attention.
Okay.
I'm on the phone with you. I'm walking around. That's all I'm doing in the store.
Okay, good. I know when I'm talking on the phone looking around, I get distracted, so I forget what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, that's you. That's you. But you're different people, honey.
Yeah.
You're different
Okay.
people. All right, my love. I will talk to you later.
Okay, I'll call you later, probably about 7:30. Maybe you'll be on by then. I'll call you around 8. You should be in good and
All right,
everything.
and I have to
But
go.
just,
Yeah, I got to go to work tonight. Don't forget.
what, 10 o'clock?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So
Yep.
make sure you take them bags out of the car and leave them in your car and stuff now.
Well, I mean, I'm going to take them out when I get home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't leave stuff in your car and stuff. Yeah, because you're
I will
attractive
definitely.
all the way around.
Yeah, but I'll take them out when I get up. They're not gonna. Ain't nobody coming up in Ronald's and them spots.
I don't trust nothing going on right now, but what I be seeing on
But
the news.
yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna take the bags out. I am
Okay,
gonna take
yeah.
them out.
Okay,
I
make
will
sure
do
you
that.
watch everything doing when you come out the mall now.
I am. Thank you. I will. I
All right, bye.
definitely will be doing that. Love you too,
All right,
honey. All right.
bye.
Bye-bye.
This next call was made from Ernesto's tablet, so there's more background noise than normal. Shirley is in Chicago with her friend Debbie. Shirley tells Ernesto that the truck was repossessed.
Y'all look at where Nesto can't go. Look, Nesto can't go there. Okay? Nesto cannot go there. Work in progress. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says Shirley knew he was dating because she asked Lamont, was Erica someone he was dating or dated in the past? I don't think she cared too much. I don't. I got to go back and listen because when you said that, it made me remember that I was trying to pay attention to whether she said dating present tense. I don't know. I would hope not because that would be the worst. That would be the worst for her self-esteem, that if she knew that was happening. That'd be bad. But thank you so much, work in progress, for the super chat, and I'm gonna go back and listen to that again just to see exactly what she asked Lamont about that. My said thank you for the super chat, support Native Tribe Urban Media. I do appreciate that. My tie. Okay. Thirsty Jewel says she said both. I gotta go back and listen to it because that's horrible. If that's what she said, that is, I don't know. That's yeah. I listen. I heard it, but I didn't hear it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, nah. But I'm gonna go back and listen to it. Y'all listen to this.
And they have a short disagreement about where the strip club capital of the U.S. is located.
Hello?
Hi, hon.
Oh, you made it?
I did. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I was
I'm
just
here.
calling to make sure you made it.
Yeah, I made it. I'm here in the
You sound like
shop
you're
with Debbie.
beauty shop.
Yeah, Debbie's getting her hair done, so I had the car drop me off here.
Oh, okay. I got the money yesterday. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it sounds like you're tired.
Does it?
Yeah, it sounds like you're tired.
Oh, does it sound like that?
Yeah, it sounds like you're tired.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Okay, the truck was repossessed. Can you hear me?
You said truck was
Remember you were asking?
repossessed.
Yeah, it was. And
Yeah.
they gave me a number. Yeah. They gave me a number. They said they have it. They gave me a number to call to get it.
Okay. So.
I'm on the phone, Debbie. Yeah, they gave me a number, but yeah. But it was. I have all the information at home.
Okay, that's good. So I guess Dion can go in and get it then.
Well, he's
If
got to
I,
pay. He's got to pay.
oh, how much is it?
'Cause it's a lot. It's about $700.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay. Oh, but you can get it back for $700.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Yeah.
Okay. So when can you talk to them about that? Monday?
Well, no, Tuesday when I get back. I get back on Monday, but I can't talk to them until Tuesday.
Okay. Okay. Okay then. So I guess all my stuff is in there gone then. All the cancel, all that is gone.
I don't know.
Well,
That part I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what they do with it. That part, I don't know. If they just, why wouldn't they keep it? Why wouldn't they keep that stuff?
I don't know. I can't worry about it. They just how my life going.
No,
Yeah.
don't say that. Don't. You can't say that.
Well, I
It's
mean,
just
that's
something
how it
happened.
is. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just something that
So,
happened. That was a casualty of what went down.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Huh?
true.
When y'all ever known the police to throw stuff away? If they're investigating somebody, when y'all ever known the police just to be like, yeah, just toss everything. Let's just throw away all his stuff because we don't need evidence. We don't need fingerprints. We don't need um, these articles that may have been used in the commission of a crime. Nah, just throw it all away. Let's just throw it all away. And then if you notice that whenever Shirley starts to get into the nitty gritty of something, he turns it into a pity party. That's just the way my life going. I get that just the way my life going. Don't say that, hun. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the way my life going. My life is so bad. Oh, woe is me. I just have the worst things happening to me. I'm an innocent man, and oh, the world just hates me. He goes into that act when in order to throw her off. I will say Shirley fell for a lot of this stuff. Now, I think what we heard later on in the later calls was when she started to wake up from some of this stuff that he had been throwing at her. But this whole woe is me thing, she fell for this every single time he did it. Every single time he did it, it was, oh, I just, Shelly C said every time, pity, pity, pity. It's just the way my life going, and I just don't know. But then you turn around and God told you this and God told you that. Look, we have heard on the first call, he said that God spoke to him and told him that everything gonna be all right. On this call, though, this particular call, oh, this just the way my life going. I just don't. How come God didn't tell you about your life? Huh? Does that make sense? Does that make sense that God will speak to you about what's going to happen with a house? But when it comes to your life, God didn't speak life into you. God didn't tell you that your life is going to turn around. God didn't tell you that he got you. No, that ain't the conversation. No, no, no. You know what it sounds like to me? I'm just saying.
Nesto be lying.
And I mean, and it just sounds like like the first conversation with God didn't happen because now it's woe is me, woe is my life. My life is just so turned upside down. I don't know what to do. Nesto Shakashov Walker Shane says, as much as Shirley enjoys being catered to, pampered, etc., the hotel would have been the ideal place for her with Nesto, but instead she stayed with her friend while Nesto stayed in the hotel. Indeed. Indeed. Work in progress say he had to fast first. Oh, really? Okay. The 2025 fast. Where was the 2022 fast? I'm just curious. Thessy Jules said, how come God didn't tell you your truck was repossessed? See, Thessie Jewel, that's what I'm saying. I believe that if God is going to speak to you, God is going to speak in complete sentences. God is going to speak in complete thoughts. And the way Nesto would have you believe God speaks to him is that we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. We gonna be blessed. We gonna be blessed. That's how God speaks to him. Makes no sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Because if God gonna talk, you think God gonna reach down. God gonna reach down and be like, you gonna be all right. Tell Shirley, y'all gonna be all right. Okay? All right. I gotta go and I gotta go bless some other people. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Nesto. I'm gonna leave you in jail, by the way, and you're an innocent man. I'm gonna leave you in jail. Okay, all right, okay, I'll be all right. I'll be back, but not right now. Low High 13 says God stopped talking to him because he doesn't listen. Low High 13, when did God start talking to him? That's my question. Did God ever talk to him? Because what evidence has he given us, the general viewing public? What evidence did he give Shirley? What evidence does he given anybody with his 19 cycles? That means he's been arrested in Georgia 19 times. When did God start talking to him? I'm just saying. From everything that I've gathered, being around people who truly fear God and who God actually does speak through, okay? Everything that I've gathered being around those people, they don't operate like Ernesto Williams operates. So did God stop talking to him when he started cheating on his wife when he was married 5 times, only divorced twice? I'm just curious as to when the conversation with God started with Nesto. That becomes my question. Because I can't tell. I can't tell. Shelly C said, God didn't tell you if you keep on scamming, your life will be jacked up for the next 10 years. Right. Where was that conversation? When did that conversation happen? Just again, I'm asking questions. Look, let me tell y'all something. Today is question asking Sunday. It's also Mother's Day, but I am asking these questions. And I'm asking them to you all because you all are obviously smarter than me. Okay? The only black but not better said when Nesto called out, God said, "New phone, who this?" That indeed makes sense. That does make sense. Let's listen to some more of this Nest.
Yeah, that's true. But other than that, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
See, y'all, this is what I'm saying. See, I got to put up with this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Work in progress. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, God couldn't tell him about Shirley's truck. That's a HIPAA violation. Oh my God. Thank you for that. Work in progress. I had no idea that was a HIPAA violation, but thank you for the super chat. Indeed.
I'm fine. I wish I could stay longer.
I know you do. You stay in the hotel, you staying with Dave?
In a hotel.
Oh, she gonna stay with you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. So what else going on?
That's it. Nothing else.
That's it.
We ordered it 2 hours ago. It never came. I'm starving.
2 hours ago.
But I guess traffic is really bad.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
About 7. How was your flight?
It was fine. It was good.
No, you were glad to get away?
Huh?
You were glad to get away?
Well, yeah, it's a lot. It's a hassle. It's so much, the airport it was just so crowded and crazy.
What? Wow. That's because you ain't been on there in a while.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, that's because of that. Well, no, it's not so much that. It's just that it was super duper crowded.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. Don't get rid of it. It was super duper crowded. It was so many people. So many people.
Oh. Oh, so what you get done today?
What do you mean?
I mean, what you do today? I know you got a plane, but what you do?
I walked and I got packed and went to the airport and I came here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and I took care of. I had to pay three things. I had to pay the storage. I had to pay the car, and I had to pay one other thing. I forgot.
You talking about the car insurance?
No, I paid that last week.
So, it ain't nothing on that car you need to be paying for.
What are you talking about? Yes, it
You said
is.
you had to pay for the car. Oh, what?
For the insurance, the car insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay that. Yeah, just a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay then. Yeah. Well, that's you know what? That's even possible because they get the truck back anyway. Don't have to deal with them looking folks no more. Like, I just had to lose that shit I had in the car.
Well, what did you have in there?
You know, I have my bag in there. I have my bag, my paperwork, all that stuff. All that stuff gone. You know, stuff all that.
Storage. Key to the storage. That's the main thing. The key to the storage. That's the main thing.
Yeah. They got that in a property. They said I got a little bag I had on my arm. You know that little tote bag I had?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Hello?
What'd you say?
That little bag I used to carry. I used to carry the bag on my shoulder.
Yeah.
The police got that with my two telephones. That's what my keys
okay.
inside of that.
Yeah, well, that's what we need.
Does he have a purse, y'all? Because what grown man walk around with a tote bag? I don't have a tote bag that I'm running around Atlanta with a tote bag. Y'all ever seen a man with a tote bag just casually? Because the only time I'm gonna carry a tote bag is if I'm traveling. If I'm traveling around, right? I'm gonna have a tote bag with me to throw some. Can y'all hear me now? Because I was on mute. Can y'all still can't hear me right now at this very moment? You can't hear me? No. We back? We good? We good? We good? Are we good right now? Right now, are we good? Look, did he have a purse? Okay. Did he have a purse, y'all? You couldn't hear the call? My God, what happened to the call? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
You know what
I
I'm
don't know what else. Yeah, that's the main thing I need, the storage key.
Y'all didn't hear that? Let me know you couldn't hear the. Okay, let me go back. But you can hear it now, right? You can hear what's going on now. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back and let's hear about this damn purse. I don't know why you couldn't hear that. That's weird. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That should be back far enough. All right, listen, y'all. Listen. Hold on. Why is this suddenly acting weird? Okay. All right.
It was fine. It was good.
It's gonna stop.
Oh, you was glad to get away?
Huh?
You was glad to get away?
Well, yeah, it's a lot. It's a hassle. It's so much. The airport is it was just so crowded and crazy.
What? Wow. That's because you ain't been on there in a while.
Oh, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, that
You ain't been on there in
because
a
of
while.
that. Well, no, it's not so much that. It's just that it was super duper crowded.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. Don't get rid of it. It was super duper crowded. It was so many people. So many people.
Oh. Oh, so what you get done today?
What do you mean?
I mean, what you do today? I know you got a plane, but what you do?
I walked and I got taxed and I went to the airport and I came here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I took care of. I had to pay three things. I had to pay the storage. I had to pay the car, and I had to pay one other thing. I forgot.
You talking about the car insurance?
No, I paid that last week.
So, it ain't nothing on that car you need to be paying for.
What are you talking about? Yes, it
You said
is.
you had to pay for the car. Oh, what?
For the insurance, the car insurance.
Yeah. Yeah,
I had to pay that. Yeah, just a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay then. Yeah. Well, that's you know what? That's even possible because they get the truck back anyway. Don't have to deal with them looking folks no more. Like, I just had to lose that shit I had in
Well, what did you have in there?
You know, I have my bag in there. I have my bag, my paperwork, all that stuff. All that stuff gone. They done took all that.
Storage. Key to the storage. That's the main thing. The key to the storage. That's the main thing.
Yeah. They got that in a property. They said I got a little bag I had on my arms. You know that little tote bag I had?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Hello?
What'd you say?
That little bag I used to carry. I used to carry the bag on my shoulder. The police got that with my two telephones. That's what my key is inside of that.
Yeah, well, that's what we need.
Okay, and this is the part where I was asking you all while I was on mute, is this a purse? Because what man carries a tote bag around, like not a backpack, right? Like I see guys walking around with backpacks, and even that's kind of weird to me that you're not in school, but you're walking around with, I don't know what's in it, whatever. But even the backpacks are weird, but not a backpack, y'all. Okay. But uh he's walking around Atlanta with a tote bag. I only carry a tote bag when I'm traveling and I have miscellaneous electronic equipment, and I'm like, okay, I need this tote bag just to as a carry on or whatever. I don't walk around Atlanta with a tote bag. Okay, Mata said his toy bag, but why do you need to walk around with it though? Because even if that was the purpose of it was for the sex toys or whatever, why wouldn't that just be something in the trunk that you would just pull out? Why would you be Because he says to Shirley, my little tote bag that I walk around with all the. Why do you need a tote bag? I'm just curious. Work in progress is actually that's the new thing, men carrying purses. It's not no, not to I'm a man, work in progress. That ain't a man thing. Nah, nah, we ain't doing that over here. Okay. And when I walk around and I go to Atlanta or where I go to, I don't know, Decatur, or if I'm in Clayton County, or if I'm in Marietta, I don't see no men walking around with no doggone purses. So I'm trying to figure out why he has a purse. I wonder why. Janetta said that is his purse. I thought so. It seemed like it, right? A tote bag that you carry on your arm, on your shoulder, or wherever. You just carry it with you all the time. It just seems weird to me, y'all. I don't know. Magic City's trying to say he couldn't call it his sex bag, but why do you need to like? Okay, here's my question, Magic City's finest, right? You pull up at Cumberland Mall. You pull up at Perimeter Mall. You grabbing the sex bag to walk in the mall with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like his clutch is in it, or it's it's not like his wallet is in it. Like, what is it part? I don't know. That's the part I don't get. Like I said, as a photographer, sometimes I will need to carry lenses, or I will need to carry a tripod or two, or whatever. And I will have those things, and they might be in a bag, and I'm taking them for a specific purpose for whatever I'm shooting at that particular time, right? What's the purpose of the sex bag in the mall, or in Walmart, or in CVS? Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? I'm just saying. Sage said it's his briefcase because he had his laptop in it, so other stuff was just in case. Okay. I mean, all right. I suppose. Okay. Mata say you never know when that time might hit and his doesn't work, so it's like he's carrying his. Oh my god. Oh my god, Mata. That's awful. It's just awful. Nola Brown said Coach now has a men's line. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Okay. The only black man I better said when the urge hits you, you are prepared. What urge? The urge to do what? Y'all are killing me over here. What urge? Patty said, I've seen men carry a man bag. I have too. It's not common though. It's not like a new trend. Men have been doing that for like ages. I mean, it didn't just start now, but I'm just saying it's not widely popular, right? Um, I can go from here to Decatur to Midtown to Cobb County to Kennesaw. I can go all around the Atlanta metro. I won't see it. You know what I mean? And then one might pop up, and then I won't see it again for another, couple weeks. It's not like I'm just saying that it's not like men are just rushing out to buy purses. That's not a thing now. But this man, Ernesto Williams, they say he nasty. He has a tote bag that apparently he's known for carrying. Okay, work in progress said maybe it was a diaper bag. That makes sense considering who his little girlfriend is. Let's listen to some more, y'all.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know what else. Yeah, that's the main thing I need, is storage, you see.
Yeah, and I got my paperwork in my other bag. So, they probably called police. Police probably called and told them to come here. That's probably what they did. So they weren't supposed to do that though.
Yeah, I
That's
wasn't.
okay.
I wasn't answering the calls for a long time because you said it was paid off, so I didn't. I was wondering why they were calling. But
That's
anyway,
all right.
whatever.
I mean, I know what. Yeah, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do.
Okay,
I know
good.
exactly what to do. Yeah. So I'm gonna now you don't need a power of attorney to pick it up. Nobody like that. Just pay for it and go get it.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm just waiting on going on cold now. Yeah. But that's
Okay.
it. So other than that, what else you got going on?
You keep asking me about nothing.
Yeah,
I'm in
you
Chicago.
got stuff going on.
No, I told you.
You're
You
in
know
Chicago.
everything. You know
I know I'm
everything,
saying you're in
though.
Chicago. Yeah, I know
I'm
I'm
at home.
saying.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, that's it.
How far is the hotel from where you at?
No, maybe 20 minutes or less.
20 minutes or less? Oh, okay, okay. Woo! I tell you. Wow.
What's up? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just sitting here thanking you. I'm glad you told that. I mean, it's easier. These young family you can't get back, so, yeah.
No, I still have to pay. I still have to pay for it.
Yeah, but it would have been still sitting there. So, that's a blessing on its own. I hope they gave him the key to it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess how else would they get it there, though?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
There were some evil people.
You know, Yeah. This is very true now.
Well, that's okay. That's all right.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's all right. So, anyway, one of them they left yet?
No, they have a big fashion show this weekend, so they're not going yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So it's gonna be all on social media. Okay.
Probably.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well that sounds good then. Seems like everything moving pretty. You say you be back when? Tuesday or Monday?
Monday. I'll be back Monday.
Monday. Oh, okay. Okay. So you must not work Saturday and Sunday and Monday.
No, I took off.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you need a break. You need a break anyway.
Did. I absolutely did.
Yeah,
I really did.
Break. Let your hair down. I told you y'all going to the strip club tonight.
Oh God, that's an Atlanta thing.
Oh, they got them in Chicago too now.
I know, but they're not as popular. Yeah, but they're not popular. No, not like Atlanta. Atlanta is like the capital for that.
Can I tell you something, Shirley Strawberry, and anybody that believe what Shirley Strawberry just said? There is no such thing as an unpopular strip club, okay? Now, you might have a strip club that doesn't get as many people as the other strip club, okay? But there is no such thing as an unpopular strip club. In Chicago, now where my Chicago people at? I know I got a ton of Chicago people in this chat, right? Windy City Shy, Chi-Town Libra Mo. I got a lot of Chi-Town people in here. You mean to tell me that strip clubs in Chicago don't do no business? Is that what I'm hearing? That there are women walking around a club half naked, all right? In some cases, bucket naked, okay? You mean to tell me that in Chicago, all right, Chandra, the fly, the fit chick, am I to understand that in Chicago, men aren't really trying to go check for the women that are scantily clad, dancing to music, pee popping and the such, right? Okay, that they're just not doing business now. Chi-Town Lee Remote. Now, to your point, I have seen the strip club close down. I have, all right, but I don't think that the strip club industry in Chicago is suffering. That they're not popular. The times that I've seen strip clubs close down is the times that I've seen a lot of businesses that were doing well close down is because they were mismanaged. And I've also seen strip clubs close down because they have violated different rules. Okay, there was some, let's just say, some prostitution happening in the back. Okay, all right. Yes, work in progress. Pee popping. Chandra the Fly the Chick said that's a lie. I can't imagine that if I went to Chicago and I don't know, picked up I don't know what the clubs are there, but if I went to one that it would be empty and I'd be walking around by myself. I doubt that. I doubt that. Okay, I do. I'm just saying. Chandra the Fly, Chandra the Fly the Fit Chick say even go to the bad ones. Yes, even the bad ones are popular. Okay. JMM55 says we have strip clubs all over Detroit and Metro Detroit. One street, 8 Mile has several. One is named Trumps. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let me tell you something. From New Orleans, Louisiana, Pensacola, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, all right, and all points in between, the only time I've seen a strip club close down, like I said, is for violating something, right? I ain't never seen one close because there were women inside stripping and nobody wanted to see the women that were inside stripping. I'm just saying. Work in Progress said, why are they 200 years old? And they talking about strip clubs. Because he think he being funny. This is another one of those let me make you laugh moments where he don't really make nobody laugh. I'm just saying. That's why. That's why. Chandra the Fly the Fit Chick says that will never happen. It just won't. Like when you come to Atlanta, let me tell you the difference. Atlanta just has a lot of strip clubs, right? Like it's not that, that there's something in the water in Atlanta that makes men want to go to strip clubs. It's just that there's a lot of them here. Magic City being the most famous one. I've never been to Magic City because I ain't got that kind of money. But you got Magic City, you got the Blue Flame, you got Strokers, you got all the ones that you hear in the rap songs, right? Foxy Lady, I think that's still open, but there's one over on Moreland, way out that I've seen before. I never been to that one before. It's like, Old National got some. They are all over the Metro Atlanta area, so there's a lot here. But that doesn't mean that they're not popular in other cities. Is my point. Yeah. Yeah, that's my point. Okay, let's let's listen.
You didn't know that?
Oh, okay.
Everybody,
I thought Tampa was. Tampa is the capital.
You thought what?
Tampa, Florida, they say. Tampa, Florida is the capital.
No, Atlanta.
Yeah.
I never heard
Tampa is.
It's Atlanta.
I don't know about that part, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
So what are you doing?
So what y'all dinner gonna be laying on this bed? Laying on this hard ball? That's what I'll be doing. Laying.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're safe and you moving around, it's okay. Everything good.
Yeah, I am.
Everything good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just get the truck back. Yeah, I need the truck back so we can haul that stuff out the storage room. That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, need that. Cameras and all that. What you gonna do with the cameras?
If not, we just need to get movers. Because I'm tired of my stuff just thrown in that room. I didn't like that. It was just thrown in there.
Oh, okay. All right, now.
Mm-hmm. I got clothes, all my stuff just thrown in there.
But can you wear them clothes anymore?
Yes. I didn't even wear them. I never even wore them. Most of them had the tags on them.
Oh.
They were brand new clothes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to get you straightened out. We're going to get you straightened all the way out. Don't worry about it. We'll get you straightened out. So I'm going to try to reach out in the month again and see what's going on with this.
Building blocks. Let me tell you something. Strip clubs are appropriate to talk about on Mother's Day, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Day, Boxing Day in Canada. We can talk about strip clubs on. No. There's not a wrong day, building blocks, to talk about strip clubs. I'm just saying, strip club. Okay, all right, strip club. That's all I'm saying. All right. Mary Willis says Chicago men live to go to strip clubs. Yeah, I don't know where Shirley's getting her information. And honestly, Mary Willis, I don't know where he got Tampa, Florida, out of all places to be like the strip club capital. And he lives in Atlanta. I don't get that, but I don't know. This is an awesome question, Ms. MJ. Why is the storage in Dominique's name? I don't know. The way that they did stuff and handled things was so weird. It is just so weird. Justin's mom said, I just started watching The Queen's Men, and oh my, these young men look good. I don't know what that is, but you said young men, so I will let you have that, Justin's mom. I don't know if that's appropriate for me. I don't think I'm their target audience. Okay.
Just please see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. He said I
Put it
should go
together.
check it out Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it together by then. I sure am. Where you gonna see it? Where is it located? In Buckhead somewhere?
I think it's in Midtown.
Please. Yes, Al. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Buckhead.
Okay.
Bad.
Shit, bad in
Not bad.
Midtown too.
But we'll figure it out. If I don't like it, then I'm
You
not
know.
going to make a move without. Huh?
Okay.
Did you say?
I'll say without making sense, but I said okay. All right.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
without making sense.
Yeah, it's got to make
Okay. Okay. That'll work then. Well, y'all ladies go ahead and enjoy y'all wonderful
Oh,
night.
wait a minute.
And,
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I put $100 on there, so that should give you some money for phone calls. Oh, no, I tried to do it later for the phone calls, and that didn't work.
No, I didn't. No. Yeah, I don't know how that go. I don't know how that go. Oh, I know what you're saying. I got what you're saying now. You put on there so I can call you for all the money off my books. That's what you're saying.
Without.
Yeah, okay, so.
That's okay. But it didn't go through.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is then. Okay. I didn't know it. I know I had $100 because they gave me a receipt. They brought the receipt in. They gave it to me.
Yeah. Well, now you have some. Yeah.
No, I'm good. That's all. You don't get them $50 a week over here. Over there, it's like 100 and something. Over here, it ain't really nothing on the anyway. I just give me some drugs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. They don't give that here to you. You have to buy that. And the soap, that other soap, they give them making the itch.
Okay.
Yeah, making the itch. Yeah. But okay, well, I'm happy that you made it safe, and you're gonna be laughing and having a good time, and you're gonna be okay having a ball. So yeah, that's good. So you're gonna be hanging with David the whole time. You don't visit nobody else?
I probably will. I'm gonna go see my brother, my uncle.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Tell my say what's up.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, love. I'll call you. What? I need to call you Monday or call you Sunday. Which you like?
Well, Monday I'll be coming back here in the afternoon.
Coming back to Georgia.
I mean, I'll be going back. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Monday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah. Just whenever you can. If I can't talk to you or something, I just won't answer or something.
Yeah,
but,
that'll work. Well, so when you go
Sunday.
When did you go to your program?
Sunday night.
Okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. What y'all doing tomorrow?
I don't know, honey. I'm gonna go see my brother.
Don't y'all?
I have a meeting.
Oh my God. He is so fucking annoying. What you doing tomorrow? What you doing today? What you doing in a few minutes? What you gonna do when you hang up the phone? What's going on? What you got going on? Where you going? And it's all filler shit, right? He doesn't really give a fuck. Like, it's not like he cares how she answers. It's just like, I'm going to make it seem like I'm interested. I'm really thinking about Gary. I mean, Sonia. I mean, Gary. I mean, a combination of Gary and Sonia of some sort, some weird Gary Sonia hybrid. You know, I'm really thinking about these other things. I ain't really thinking about you. So I'm going to let you fill in. Because honestly, this is not the way normal conversations go, especially with married people. I've been around a lot of married people, even though I've never been married. I've been around a lot of married people. And I listen to the way that they talk to each other. There's not one time when I've heard a guy say to his wife, "What you got going on? What going on with you today? What you doing in a few minutes? How's your friend? What's going on? It's like, no, these are just filler. Like, I'm gonna fill up this time to make you feel like I'm interested in what you're talking about when I'm really not. That's what this whole thing is. And he is so fucking annoying. What you doing tomorrow? What you doing? What you doing Monday? You want me to call you back on Monday so I can ask you these same raggedy ass questions? What you doing on Wednesday? Wednesday at 7 o'clock. What you gonna be doing? What you got going on? Tell me that part. Tell me that part. What you got going on Thursday at 5:35 p.m.? What's going on then? What you got going on? What you at 7:18 a.m.? What you got going on? Tell me that part. Tell me that part. I want to know what's going on at 7:18 in the AM with you. Huh? Huh? Tell me that part. Tell me that part. And Shirley is just bombarded. Like she's really like, and I think like she was actually very annoyed when she said, "You keep asking me that." Because what do you want me to say exactly? You know, what is his contribution to the conversation? Chandra, the fly to fit chick, says, married almost 19 years and we never talk like this because you all are probably well adjusted, in love people that are married and know how to communicate. That's probably why you never talk like this. This motherfucker is, okay, after the Simpsons go off, but before that 70s show come on, what you gonna be doing? What you got going on? Like, nigga, I'm just saying it. This man is annoying as shit, Brandy Southern Girl. Okay, he is annoying as shit. He really is.
Trying to figure why you go. Oh, okay. I was like, why you going so early? Why you going so early? But I get it now.
Where's
I
so early?
understand. To Chicago, but I get it now. I understand.
It's not early.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I gotta get fitted for what I'm gonna put on, all of that.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You
Okay.
know. Well, you
All
asked
right.
me a lot of questions.
I understand. I'm just talking to you. All right. Okay. I know you. Go ahead, Andre.
And it's okay.
All right. Okay.
It's okay, but I'm just saying.
And she says, no, boy, you asked me a lot of questions, and then he said, I'm just talking to you. So like, so let's another nitpick, right? Native, you always nitpicking words. I am, because he doesn't say I'm just talking with you. He says I'm talking to you. So there's a difference when you talk with someone or when you talk to someone. And I would agree with him wholeheartedly that he's talking to her. He doesn't give a damn about the answers to any of these questions. Again, filling in the time, making you feel like I give a damn and making you feel like you're important to me is what's happening right now. He's talking to her, not with her. Always be careful of people who speak to you and not with you, because a conversation is an exchange of ideas with another person, not to another person. So he is indeed talking to her. He really is. So and she is like, oh my god, you're asking me all these questions. Yes, because he ain't got nothing else to talk to you about or talk with you about. He don't like you like that.
Okay, well, that's how you be doing me. I mean,
And that's what you're saying.
All right. Okay, what's a blessing in the sky? It's a blessing in the sky.
What is?
A blessing in the sky. Everything. Everything good and bad is a blessing in the sky. I still got my legs and all.
Count it out, Joy.
You see what I'm saying? Like he has nothing to contribute. It's a blessing in the sky. It's just a blessing in disguise. What is everything? Everything just a blessing in disguise. I'm in here with all these men, and it's a blessing in disguise. Gary, I got my Gary with the T calendar on my wall. It's just a blessing in disguise. Everything just a blessing in disguise. Everything, everything, just everything. Don't matter. I'm just throwing out words. Just blessing in disguise. Okay, William Pryor. It's a blessing in disguise. Okay, obsessed with the mess. You ain't know it was a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in the sky. Just everything. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have nothing specific to point to. Just everything. Blessing in the sky.
So
That's what the Bible says.
I'm kind of large. Yeah, tell Andre, tell him I'm gonna try to call him tonight in the morning. That was me calling. Yeah, I gotta call him. All right, love you.
All right.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself for me. No, it's okay. If you don't, it's your time. Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Okay, hon.
Okay. They said you can't get the truck back.
Well, that's what he said. I mean, I got to call some number.
Oh, okay. Then who do you pay? The people?
Westlake.
Oh, you pay him, and then they give you the number.
That's what he said.
They got it at Westlake, or they got it in Georgia?
I don't know. I thought it was the same. But Westlake is in L.A. I don't know, honey. Let me just say I don't know right now. I'm tired.
Hey, Sylvia Monacini, Sylvia Pomegranate, Sylvia, y'all know Sylvia last name? Sylvia Tramasuma, Tumarosa, Sylvia the Fat Mouse. Hey, Sylvia, did you hear that? Westlake is in LA. Remember when you said, hey guys, I found something, and I don't think Will Wooten saw it. It has a specific, it has it's from the West Coast. And it's got a timestamp, guys. It's got a timestamp. It's because Westlake is in LA, you dumbass. Okay? All right? If anybody want to go back and tell Sylvia Tomasini that I called her a dumbass, feel free. All right? Because she makes dumbass points and she says dumbass things. So I just want her to hear out of Shirley's mouth that Westlake is in LA. It's in Los Angeles. Detective Gadget. Or wait, Inspector Gadget. Yeah, Inspector Gadget, the fat mouse. Yeah. It's in LA, dumbass. Okay. All right. So you and your dumbass audience can be made aware that the reason why there's a West Coast timestamp on it from the specific ocean, from the specific time zone, you idiot, is because Westlake is in LA. I just wanted to point that out just in case. Okay, all right. And yes, the only black but not only black but not bitter. Run tell that. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's okay. We'll figure. What is the 770 number?
Oh, God, honey.
Oh, you don't remember?
No.
Okay. All right, okay. Go ahead. I know. Okay, I'll talk to you later. You have a good time for me. All right. I love you.
I love you. All right. Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Y'all, we made it through. Do you know that was 4 freaking phone calls that we went through today? And we did it because it is Mother's Day. I appreciate all of the mothers that are here. I do, if you all don't mind, if you all would oblige me, all right? Just a few moments of silence for everybody that has lost a mother, lost a grandmother, lost somebody close to them that they are having a hard time with today, right? In memory of those people, I just want to take a few minutes of silence for those people that are going through that and say a prayer for their comfort, say a prayer for their strength today, all right? And in remembering that mother or that mother figure. So just oblige me just a few seconds. Awesome. Look, all right, well, look, we stand in love with you. We stand in love with everybody that's having a hard time with today, everybody that has a hard time, dealing with those memories. And just, sometimes it can be the first Mother's Day without, sometimes it's the 30th, but sometimes it just never gets easier. So we're with you. All right. Native Tribe Urban Media is nothing but love. We have nothing but love. This is a community. We are a family. And I want to thank you for being here. Hopefully, if you needed a distraction, you needed a laugh, hopefully you got that from us here today. All right. Because that was our goal. All right. So I just want to say thank you to Phone Calls from Prison for allowing us to use this content to laugh at, to comment on, and to learn from ultimately, and because that's what we do. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, husband. Appreciate that. I want to thank the Notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad ladies. Thank you so much for everything that you do behind the scenes. I greatly appreciate it. If you hit the Cash App, if you hit the Super Chat, if you just hit the like button, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting this channel. Welcome to all the new members, and thank you to everybody that gifted memberships. All right. That's all I got for y'all today. That's all I got. All right. That is all I got. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. I will be back with you all tomorrow. As you all know, I'll do it on Monday. Okay. So come back tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I will be here and I will have something interesting for you tomorrow. Okay. So we will come back and we will do it all again, 8 o'clock Monday. Thank y'all for coming out today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy your mothers. If you're privileged enough to be with your mother today, make some memories, take some pictures, and just be in the moment and be present. Okay. All right. So that's all I got. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you are blessed, and there isn't anything that anybody can do about that, not even you. All right. Thank y'all for coming out, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you all on tomorrow. All right. Have a good one.